Okay, so we hadn't framed it with you sat upright. You're down in your chair.
So I'll be like here probably. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Sorry there was a bit of delay, but we wanted to build the anticipation. So we thought we'd waste your time for another sort of 10 minutes or so.
Did it work? Are you anticipated?
Are you looking forward to it?
He wasn't central if that's...
Is he not?
Can you just
Today, that's all right, isn't it?
I centre it based on his boards in front of him.
Right,
So
okay.
you need to sit
So
more.
his physicality.
Sorry everybody, I'm not, it's like my dad at dinner time.
Middle.
Sit up.
Sit upright.
Stop
Elbows
slouching.
off table.
Stop slouching.
Elbows
It's
off the
just
table,
exhausting being a teenager. So today we're going to be doing more Booty, which is our D&D show. We are about halfway through it. This is sort of a 8 to 10 session. I'm not going to call it a one shot because I feel like it isn't. It's a short form D&D show for now. This world hopefully will be revisited. This world will be expanded. But this is something that we wanted to try, and we hope you're all enjoying it so far. By all accounts, everyone is enjoying it. We're very happy you are.
I thought this was a panel show.
This is a comedy panel show, and you're the best talent we could
I thought
book.
this was whose line was it anyway?
Who's?
I thought that's why you've got those little lines prepared on the table there.
Okay.
Oh, it's a Coke joke.
Coke joke.
Who said the following? So today we are going to be continuing our campaign. Last time, we'll start and do a little recap and things like that. I think we're pretty much ready to go. We were just leveling up the guys.
Subbies.
So we've leveled up to level 5.
Gone from level 3 to level 5.
Pretty
It's a
nice.
big jump.
And we've just been choosing spells because, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
Spells are fun. Yeah, Ross and Kapipi, Craig they all leveled up, but Ross and Craig obviously needed a bit of guidance as to what that means. It's a lot to learn in D&D,
Bless 'em.
but it's good fun picking new spells, so I wanted to level the whole party up so we could have a bit more chaos.
Turns out there's loads more to Kapipi that I didn't realise I could have used. But,
Yeah.
we're learning as we go. These lanterns
Also-
aren't on.
Technically, Kapipi's learning as he goes.
He
What's
is.
inside him, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is inside that big shell of his?
You'll turn your little lamp on.
I do want to turn it on.
I've got some subbies to read out here before we get started,
Yep.
so I'll do that.
Nice.
Hugh,
Before we do, sorry, is there a way we can cover the Razer logo on Ross's laptop?
Oh, we can put another thing in front of it.
Or just your logo?
Or do I tape it?
Yeah,
Some tape?
just him, yeah.
How
Wait, when you tilt it down, it would be fine. Yeah, that's it. Cool.
is it? Branding
we're
issues.
strictly anti-razor here.
And while Trot's doing this, guys, let us know if anything looks or sounds wrong.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I guess normally the whole table isn't. I guess it is
In this
for
shot,
these
it
shots,
is,
yeah.
But
But it's
there
this
it's
where it's cut off a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
You can also turn off the light
Where's
in
my
the
K-
lighting
Oh,
options.
I'll do
Oh,
that. Is
that's
that in the
mine.
Synapse.
That's
Synapse.
Kapipi. That's you there.
Synapse.
Thank you to the following people. Jesus.
Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Sweet
Thanks
baby
to
Jesus.
I'm called Brian, who is the real Messiah, right? For 27 months, saying Yar! Mantissa 7, 12 months. A man arrives at a costume party as a turtle and points to a girl on his back. It's Michelle.
Saw it coming. Yeah.
Kapipi, you'll have to remember that one.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Here's the shark. We've also put a border around our dice tray. You know, it's to try and keep
Nice
things
to keep the
contained.
dice contained as well,
Keep them
which is
in.
good.
They can't fall off now.
Like, well, you could certainly try. It's going to be a bit harder to read, but you'll be all right. We'll read them out anyway. Crashneck, 26 months. I haven't seen it all up to now, so please have my sub, and I look to seeing this on YouTube. Now we're going to get more messages like that.
Yeah.
Much appreciated to everyone for coming in, subbing, saying I'm in the VOD squad. I'll be catching up. That's really nice to hear.
Yeah,
So
that's
thank
good.
you.
And it's all up on YouTube.
It's all on YouTube.
Podcast is now up to date.
Yeah.
As of episode 2 at least. Episode 3 is going out this week. Today, in fact. Episode
Lovely.
Part 1 of episode 3, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right, Craig?
Part 1,
I think
episode
that's where
3.
we're up to, isn't
Tonight on YouTube, yeah.
it? Yeah, on YouTube.
Baby
So I thought you
tonight.
were talking about the podcast. I was
Yeah,
like,
but the podcast and the YouTube episodes are the same.
I've got a shell joke
Okay.
for you real quick.
Michelle.
It's Michelle.
In an
Is it
attempt to
Michelle?
speed up my racing snarl, I took the shell off to improve aerodynamics. Didn't work though. If anything, it makes it more sluggish.
If you took a snail,
Yeah,
off,
you'd
it
kill
would
it.
kill it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
all its organs are in there.
Yeah.
So it would be
A
sluggish.
snail's slower than a slug, right? Or about the same pace?
Well, there's one way to find out, isn't there?
Let's do this. Oh, we've always
Slug
wanted
boot.
this to
This
happen.
Slug
is
v
the
snail.
greatest video idea
The
we've
snail
ever
and
had.
slug race.
Okay, try
An hour
go.
in it. We shouldn't have made this a 5-mile course. All right. VerityX, thank you for subbing on Prime. Same to ClearSpec11 for subbing on Prime. Miles Grayson, GG. Thanks for 8 months saying love you, boys. The feeling is not mutual. It's a big commitment to make, isn't it?
Ouchie.
To say you love someone.
Machos lovers.
But thank you, Miles Grayson. Love you. Biscuit Tin, 84 months.
Way up.
That's basically
Big
11
tin.
years. You're so good at math.
Big tin
Hamster
energy.
Man, also 84 months.
Woo!
Love your
Damn.
D&D. Thank you so
Wowzers.
much,
Thank you.
everybody. That's it, I believe. I'll refresh just to be absolutely sure. Yes, we are clear for takeoff.
Very good. Are you going to be able to do another recap this week? Do you
Yeah,
think?
if you want me to.
Yeah.
I got such good notes.
You do have very articulate notes.
Sometimes too detailed, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I forget the
chat's
things
picked
that
up
I
on
have.
this. I didn't get the memo about the shirt this week.
We
The
didn't.
button-up
It wasn't a
collar.
member that went around. We've
There's
gone
no
for very
memo.
similar colours, which is nice.
I look like a China mug.
A piece of China.
Piece of
Oh, yeah,
crockery.
yeah. All that pottery you dig up like all over Somerset.
Another piece of China in the garden. We
Yeah.
keep smashing crockery and
I
putting it in the
know,
garden.
I know. It's annoying.
Anyway, yeah, there was no memo. Lol. We have a separate group chat and we're like, let's go jazzy shirt today, guys.
Yeah.
And then tell Craig to get
I thought I
I'm
was going
still
to be
trying
right.
to catch
Smith
up
was
on
in
the
a t-shirt, and then
really
like, we
jazzy
went
shirts.
live.
Boom.
Just
and
got
the
country
shirt was here.
shirts. Country bumpkin.
Yeah, I finally got around to washing mine, so they're
Oh,
back
that's
in
good.
rotation.
back in
Nice.
rotation.
To be honest, it's either this or what Craig's wearing usually, which looks like a grey shirt. Right, so I've had
Pretty
2
much all
copies.
I wear.
I'm fine. Let's do this.
Buzzed. Let's get going with
Right.
Booty episode 4. See you on the other side, everyone. Don't forget, we're going to split this up, so halfway through, depending on how Smith
Depending
does.
on how it goes. This might just be one long one, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Oh, really? There's no midpoint, or will Craig have to find
There
one?
could be. It really depends. It depends. We'll
If
see.
you can find a halfway point, that would be ideal.
It would
but
be ideal for the 2-parters.
Yeah. Either way, after that, we'll read out more subbies and donations.
If you need a timing check,
I guess
it's
Craig needs to
half
find
at the
that, if
moment.
not-
So an hour from now, 3:30.
Yeah, as in like the 40-minute mark, you mean, ideally.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so. It's just, yeah, because obviously to make 2 episodes is easier.
I'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Right, so we're going to start
D&D in it.
this camera
Let's
here.
just jump off the ship.
Okay.
Start swimming somewhere.
I start volunteering to drown.
I'm going to go deep and see what's underneath us.
Full stream, here is the theme tune quietly in the background.
That's nice, isn't it, for them?
If we can hear it over the...
What episode is this again?
4,
Oh yeah,
part 1.
okay. And it's going to come
You
to
good for me to
you.
go, Craig?
Is the fan noise there?
I could hear it, yeah. I don't know if over the music
We can move it further
people
away.
can hear it, but check!
It's nice though.
Okay, sorry
It's
about those
really
levels
nice.
there.
It's nice for us.
Have they
to
said
know.
anything about the
Yeah.
fan noise? I haven't seen anyone say anything about fan noise. I think it'll be
We
fine.
can hear it. Get the fireball on.
Get the fire.
Yeah, the fireball's nice and discreet.
Yeah. The
Is it-
noise of that was.
Is it fine how it is, chat? I can't hear it, okay, it can't be that loud then. And anything on the raw audio. I
Craig,
can
did you
remove.
get any images ready for today?
The 3 you sent me?
Should be sufficient.
There's
Yep.
2 characters and a scenery.
You
Yep.
gotta draw 2 more, Craig.
Okay.
I could quickly whip something up.
Do you reckon? Yeah, I think I've
I reckon I could probably do it in about 60 seconds.
Yeah, wow.
Music is good, not too loud. Props to Craig on the audio.
Good job,
I just
Craig.
had to read out the
Sweet.
praise bit.
Yeah, no,
Do
good.
you like how the reflection of that little flame is right between the eyes of the frog?
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
Special
isn't it?
effects.
He's
that.
ready to go.
Oh, wow.
Visual effects, in fact. Right,
Smith, you ready?
that is special. Right,
In your own time.
Smith, in
Yeah.
your own time, coming over to you. Right. No, you're not centered again, if that matters, but
He's listing lazily to the right.
I can always move the camera, then the boards won't be in the center. But there you go.
Perfect.
Okay.
In your own time.
Welcome back to Booty, High Seas, Low Expectations. It's me, Al Smithy, your DM. I'm coming to you on video and through your ears on podcast form. Thanks for joining us again today for episode 4, or rather session 4. We have got some exciting things coming up. But before we get into that, let's go over to Chris Trott for a recap of what happened last session.
Hi, I'm Chris Trott. I'm one of the 3 players here today. Joined on my left is Craig Frost.
Hello.
And on my right is Ross Hornby.
Hello.
And they both have STIs that I don't want to discuss today.
Oh.
Anyway, recap of the episode. Let's get immersed. Let's dive in, so to speak, into that salty waters. Here we go. Battle continues as our ship, the what's the name?
Clumsy Goose.
Clumsy every time. Clumsy Goose is being
renamed
attacked by corsairs. 2 ships are trying to pull our ship away. So battle continues on there. Titus instantly melts a bandit's face. 1 more boards. Another smothers the fire with one of our sails. That's quite nice of them. Thank you. Kapipi tries to reason with them. Fails. There's a huge bandit that's like Dwayne Johnson-esque that boards our ship as well as a crazy like spellweaver. And we all fight the huge bandit. Kapipi's constrained by a tentacle spell. A huge Loblin vessel emerges from the distance. What is that? Using the distraction sword, pulls Kapipi free and throws them both overboard because I was worried that that thing was going to destroy us. However, Titus's burning hands kill the rest of the bandits on board. And the Loblin vessel hits into our ship. A ramp attaches and a huge anchor line flings over and guts the spell bandit that remains. The 3 Loblins emerge and board, violently killing the Dwayne Johnson bandit. Yes. And we got Tick, Bick, Chick, and Ron.
Nice.
The Loblins. Lovely guys. And they're from the ship, the Tiger Prawn, which is this ship here. If you're looking in podcast form, it literally looks like a shrimp.
In the submarine form.
In submarine form. It's lovely. So they're part of the Loblin Free Navy, and they're looking to help Mikkel Salgo's ship reach its destination. They're working with Mikkel Salgo. That's our ship, by the way, the one that we've disguised. They let us carry on, though part of the deal is that the Free Navy can take the Corsair ships themselves. You know, that's fair enough. Titus then speaks to Dinky Doinkers to clean the ship and bring his lover, Barry Lovegood, who specializes in cleanup, and TLC on board.
He's the bosun.
It's Dinky Doinker's lover, just so that's
Dinky Doinkers' lover.
Maybe it sounded like it was my lover.
But well, it could be in time. Titus and Titus, and Kapipi loot the Corsair ships before they take them away, and you get a staff of bird calls. I don't know if I need to go into details of what you get, really.
Okay. Nope.
Sword greases one of the squeaky Loblin pedals, and they're very happy with that. Titus and Kapipi search the second ship, blah, blah, blah. You found a portable hull. Interesting.
That was pretty cool.
We anchor near Periwinkle's island. We grab the goods for the delivery for Periwinkle, as well as the mankeys in the cage, and then we set sail.
You're told that they're the contact you're looking for when you get to Goldtooth Town on the Goldtooth Isle is 1 second.
Flagon.
One sec.
Can we call me Titus?
Titus.
Titus.
Yeah, Master Flagon.
Sing Titus.
That's it, Master Flagon.
Master Flagon.
Master Flagon, who is...
And Ross's character's name is Titus. It's just confusing that we sometimes say Titus, probably because of Final Fantasy, I'd guess.
Well, yeah. It's,
Titus.
Titus with a D.
Titus.
Titus. Anyway.
Tight. Think about my butthole.
That's Periwinkle's master, right?
Yeah, Periwinkle's contact and teacher was Master Flagon on Goldtooth Town. That's how you're going to deliver all the goods to.
Put the apprentice's spirit soul into all of the mankeys and cause the mankey infestation.
They're an even greater expert in transmutation. I think they might be able to unmonkey this apprentice.
So, Barry Lovegood, back on board by the way, tasks us to clean the ship in different ways. Unfortunately, Kapipi nails his hand to a wall and loses a finger, but it's quickly reattached by Cure Wounds. We paint the deck with a modified musket paint gun by me. I was quite impressed with that. And then we set sail towards the Goldtooth Isle. Alas! Something stirs in the distance. An ominous tentacle creature is seemingly attacking some innocent bystanders.
That's right, and this is where we begin our session. It has been several hours since you set sail from Mankey Island. You feel well rested and a fair bit smarter.
Wow.
That's right, you guys have had a long rest and you've miraculously leveled from 3 to 5. The afternoon sun has sunk into evening. A beautiful orange glow fills the horizon and sets the surface of the sea aglow as the first few stars
Golden
are beginning
hour.
to twinkle into view.
Take a selfie.
You're making excellent time sailing a reliable northeasterly wind. You're perhaps 6 hours from Goldtooth Town on the Goldtooth Isle.
So about 6 hours out.
Off the starboard nose, that's the front right of the ship, roughly 2 miles away, you see what looks like a galleon being attacked by huge orange tentacles. They reach up from the ocean, higher than the crow's nest. It's wagon wheel sized suckers trying to get purchase on the hull and masts as the crew fight desperately to repel it. Cannons are firing and spells are making bright streaks in the darkening sky. What do you do?
Before we carry on, I haven't rolled the backups on the cameras.
Okay.
Oh, let's get the
Everything else
backups
is-
rolling.
Smart.
And we didn't do a clap sync. But
I'll do it, don't you worry.
Credit to the artist for this one. The artist being modern technology.
We've been using this AI bot thing to generate images.
Very
It's,
quick way of.
It's shocking how good it is.
This was entirely generated by AI
Mid-journey
after I
is one.
put in a load of keywords and it basically drew from the internet and a neural network as to what that should look like. Pretty damn cool.
Nothing beats our artist, though. Our dear artist that makes our character art.
That's the thing, yeah. But this took 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. How do we react? I think it was Titus that spotted it initially, right? So
Yes,
I'm going
sir.
to wait for him to say stuff. I'm busy doing push-ups on
Oh
deck.
dear Lord! Look over there!
What?
Tentacles rising up!
199. 200.
that's 200
What
push-ups
is it?
there.
They're under attack, guys! Guys, look! You can see them.
So
Jesus!
Should we go over there?
Yeah. No.
Let's
no,
go save the
no.
day.
let's not go
Let's
over
be
there.
heroes. We're supposed to be heroes.
has one of you got the hat on at the moment?
I think
The hat
Ross
is-
put it on to
I think
speak
we've
to
got it-
Dinky.
we
Is
have
that-
Left
Okay.
on, isn't it?
Yeah, the hat is on. So the crew is there. They're making ready. They're keeping the ship sailing on a good wind at the
Yeah,
moment.
because we had
keeping-
Barry Lovegood giving us the tasks. and stuff.
They're all just doing their regular stuff. They're sailing now. Dinky Doinkers approaches you. Oh, hello, sir. Would you like to give? Would you like me to give the orders to the crew to move to intercept whatever that is over there?
Yes. Let's go over there. Let's get closer to that
Well,
giant tentacled beast.
let's
I've never
just-
seen one in real life.
We've got so many goods on board. We've got mankeys.
I know we have.
We
got
might end
tentacles.
up like that ship over there.
Let's keep a safe distance,
What if we
Doinkers.
just...
Keeping
Wait
a
a
safe
sec.
distance. We're already at a safe distance, sir.
Let's just get a bit close enough so we're still
Slightly less safe.
Slightly less safe. But I want to see. Maybe I'll go and have a little cheeky peek at its eye.
Very good, sir. We can close to within 1 mile.
Okay, let's do that.
Would you like to rig for
You
combat?
guys up for this? Let's rig for combat. Let's do this.
What
Let's
would
do
happen-
this. Let's bloody do
Well,
this
to be
thing.
fair, we got the little nipper, which I've affectionately called it, by the way.
Oh, little
Not its
nipper.
original name.
Is it biter?
Little biter, yeah.
Something like that. Nipper makes sense.
I wouldn't
sure.
mind
Have you
giving
got your
that a go.
gloves with you? Remember those rubber gloves I gave you?
Oh, I'm going
Oh,
to need to get the
where are
gloves
the
on.
gloves?
Where are the gloves?
We
They
put
were
them somewhere.
here. Kapipa, you got them gloves?
I got the gloves here, yeah, they were just down on the
Okay, so
deck.
you hear a drumming, a doom 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 start on the ship after you say rig for combat.
Gloves on, boys!
Dinky Doinker shouts, "Beat to quarters!" and then the drums start going. And then as this happens,
I didn't realise you had a band on board. Kapipa,
You're
you're out of a job.
the crew springs into action. Okay, ethereal cannons appear on the deck, the top deck of the ship, and you hear a rumbling and a groaning that suggests that but down below in the cargo hold, windows and ports are opening up to present further green, ghostly ethereal cannons pointing out of either side. There's two facing either side down the hull, and then on the top deck, you've got two either side of the top deck, as well as the little nipper, which is currently mounted to the front of the ship. Ghostly crews start to, teams of 3 and 4 start to man the cannons as you see them moving ghostly cannonballs around, loading them in, plunging them down the
Incredible.
holes. They're all getting started.
Wow.
These gloves you're wearing, they will allow you to interact with ethereal elements of the ship if needs be.
High five.
And it makes it contacts Dinky Doinker's hand. So whereas normally you'd pass through it, you can actually physically feel it. You can now high five the crew.
Amazing.
Nice. Don't do anything silly with them.
So the ship starts to turn slightly to the right and heads towards what you're seeing. You hear cracking of in the distance, cannons going off, shouting, the sounds of steel clashing. I don't know what they're clashing with. They're hacking. Boarding pikes and things like that are being stabbed up. The closer you get, you see more of what's going on in this ship. It's swarming with crew, and they're all fighting these various tentacles that are coming up, lashing, sweeping the decks. It sounds, you can imagine what it sounds like, right?
Yeah,
a ship in full
Cacophony of
contact.
noise.
All of this noise, and there's flashes as every so often more cannons fire erupts from the sides of the ship as they're blowing chunks out of these tentacles that are now flopping around. Occasionally you see spells whiz off into the air, gouts of fire, color firing either side of the ship.
Can sword triple combat roll towards little biter,
Yep.
or little nipper, and load up some regular cannons.
Regular
cannonballs.
cannonballs, okay.
I know I've got 5 of them.
Yes, you do. You have 5 of each of the shots. You've got 5 regular, 5
Actually,
hot
fuck
shot.
it. I take the regular one out. I'm going hot shot.
Okay, so the hot shot needs to be prepared. So if you want this, what you need to do, to the right of the little nipper, there's a little furnace. It's basically a rack with a
Okay,
fire
I've gotta
underneath
heat it up
with a
in
fire
the
underneath
oven.
it. You've got to heat the hot shot. Okay, so typically hot shot was quite dangerous for crews to load because if you think about it, a cannon has gunpowder in it,
Yeah.
and you're putting a red hot cannonball in front of it. So it takes some care to pack the gun. You can ask the crew to help you. They'll help you pack the gun properly and then put the wadding between the shell and the cannonball and the gunpowder. So you want to heat up you've got time. So if you want to place a couple of the shots
I
down.
might ask for one assistant to be cannonball enterer
Yeah.
into cannon barreler.
Okay, yeah,
What's
yeah.
the name of that job?
What?
Cannon loader.
Loader.
Okay, so
I need a cannon loader!
right, an 11-year-old boy
Nice.
b-
Are
wanders
you a
up.
fit boy?
Yeah, they call me Cannonball Kev.
All right.
He's got tiny arms, really long, tiny arms.
Good,
So he's
you
like
get down the
perfect for
cannon.
like reaching
Perfect.
down narrow bore cannons.
Hot
you
shot
know?
immediately.
Aye, aye, sir.
Get the furnace roaring.
And he takes a couple of your cannonballs and he's stoking up. He's like,
Boys, this is
Gets
going to be
it
a
lit.
laugh.
It'd be great. Far away.
and so he starts to really get this fire going, real hot. He's blowing on it, and slowly but surely he starts to stoke the flames, and you start to see the metal of the cannonballs stacked on this grate start to change from a dun dark metal color to a slight glow. The longer you leave it in there, the hotter it's going to get.
Cool.
Okay, the ship's still moving. You're well within a mile now. You're perhaps 600-700 meters away.
Okay.
The ocean is quite disturbed from this large, slopping tentacles. You can't see what's beneath the waves because there's a lot of smoke and clouds laying upon the top of the water from
Like
where all the
dusty.
cannons have been going off. But I mean, you see what you see before you hear. It's let me describe the ship for you, really. What you see looks like a galleon being attacked by huge orange tentacles. This galleon is not quite like any of the other ships you've seen so far. It seems very hardy and almost designed to take on combats of this type. There's iron plates and reinforcements throughout the hull of the ship, and there are spikes and sort of something you might see akin to what you might see on the defenses of a castle wall attached all around the outside of the ship. It seems as though this ship might be designed to actually fight monsters or enemies at sea. So you can load the cannon, the little nipper. The ethereal cannons are pulled onto the deck, and the holes in the hull have opened up beneath to present them. Would you like to continue moving? Anyone else want to do anything?
Billow!
Titus is
How many beasts do we count here?
Titus stands proudly on the bow of the ship, trying to get a view of what he's looking at as his cloak billows in the wind. The wind's actually going the other direction, but for some reason his is just coming up behind him.
Such a heroic silhouette.
Go forth! We must be heroes and defeat them.
Aye, sir.
God, he's such a
How many
stuck-up
are there?
prick.
I can't quite tell.
Well, I mean, you can't. The ship itself is
tentacles?
covered in crew. How many tentacles are
Yeah,
there?
that's why I'm trying to figure out what the beast is.
There are 8.
8 tentacles?
Large tentacles, sweeping, smacking, pulling fighters out of the rigging. There are some brave sailors that have climbed up the rigging of this ship, and they're trying to get shots off with harpoon guns, rifles, anything they can. Occasionally, one of them will get lucky, fire a harpoon. Some of them have even jumped on. There's some really sort of large-looking characters. These aren't. They're all humanoid, but they're not necessarily all human. And there's a very large-looking half-orc who's managed to actually grab onto one of the tentacles from the rigging, wrap its arms and legs around it, and is currently just being flung around by this tentacle. He's managing to hold on, but this is the kind of crazy stuff that's happening.
So are they not looking distressed? They're actually looking like they're causing the tentacles distress.
So, one second, I can answer you that. So yeah, it seems as though the crew of this ship are well ordered. They're moving with precision despite the conditions. They're sort of not necessarily calm, but in the chaos that's going on, they aren't panicking. They are performing as if in some sort of trance almost. They're fighting, cutting. They're not cowards.
Trance.
Almost, they're extremely focused. I'm not saying
They're
they're
just well
necessarily.
rehearsed, like they know what to do.
They seem like they've trained for this. It
Yeah.
seems like they're engaged with what they're doing. It doesn't seem like a surprise attack, put it that way.
Okay, like they're purposefully
Like they've
engaging with
hunted
it.
it or something.
Dinky Doinkers comes up to you. Captain, because you've got the hat on. Captain, we are within good striking range of our cannons. How would you like to proceed? What is our target? Is it the tentacles, the ship?
Let's go for the tentacles.
Aye, aye.
I'm semi-tempted to go under and see what's going on down there.
You can if you like. You're only about 500 meters out now. We've slowed the ship's approach, sir, so just not get too close. We fear that we may be engaged by the tentacles if we bait the creature too much.
Doinkers, strap a rope on me. I'm going down.
Aye, aye,
Merely
sir.
for
This
speed.
doesn't seem like a good idea.
I need to see what's going on down there.
Oh
I
no,
can
but there's
swim.
a lot down
I know how
there.
to swim.
So a couple of ship deck hands come out. They've tied a big long bit of good strong ship rope to one of the cleats to the right hand side of the ship, and it's there's at least a few hundred feet of rope. So
Nice.
if you like, you can tie it around your waist and
Just swan dive in there.
do what you do. Right. So you
I'm
want
gonna swan dive.
Little billow at the start.
Okay.
Little billow. Oh yeah, billow. Swan dive.
You dive off of the top of the ship perfectly. Give me an acrobatics check.
Which one is it?
Regular D20.
Is it this one?
I'm glad
12.
you've got the gloves on still.
I've still got the gloves on. I'm
Plus
interacting.
acrobatics,
As-
which is
as,
14.
14.
14. Okay, that's fine. You jump off. Lovely. As you jump off of the ship, the sudden sort of imagine you're wearing this hat loosely on your head.
okay.
You jump, and as you dive down off the edge, wind catches, or the updraft catches the hat, flicks it back over your head, and down onto the deck. The crew disappear.
Oh,
Oh, fucking hell, Titus! Fire!
So you
I've
fire
already
the.
got a lit torch ready to
Okay, all right,
hit the
okay.
fuse of the cannon.
So you fire the hot
Peepy,
shot.
you might need the captain's hat, son.
Give me the
Where'd he leave
roll
it?
a d20.
Yeah.
I could have probably done that for you. But.
It's a 3.
Okay. 3, so it's -3. Okay.
Duck boy!
The glowing shot fires from the end of the cannon and whizzes off wildly. It completely misses.
I backhand the boy.
Because you're wearing the gloves, are you wearing
Another cannon!
another ball? Or like, ah!
The boy's gone, right?
you can't see him.
That's a good point.
Where'd the boy go?
You went to hit him and he just like
Exactly.
disappears as your
Yeah,
hand
it goes
goes
through his hand. So yeah, the boy's not there. The cannonball misses. You've still got several more hot shots. And yeah, the captain's hat is laying on the deck.
Oh, so there's more hot shots being furnaced?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, he put 3 on in total.
Okay.
So you got 3,
All right,
three
I'll
heating
put
up.
a glove on and get ready to load it myself.
Okay. Kapipi, what are you doing at this point?
Okay, I'm gonna run and grab the hat so that we can quickly put it back on and bring the guys back.
Okay.
Is that what I can
Is
just
the
do?
hat on?
Yeah, sure. Put it
Boom.
on. Wait a sec, okay, I'll do it again.
Lovely,
Okay.
it's on.
Ah, Captain Kapipi, sir. Pleasure to see you.
I'm your captain now.
Seems to be a bit of a slight interruption, but continue with present orders. Any update on what we should do?
Present orders, let's not get much closer than this to that thing and we'll just let Titus go out there and see what he can do. Have you got a guy that's on the end of his rope? Titus
No,
has
it's currently just tied to one of the clamps, the cleats over there on the side. He points towards it, and it's just like literally tied. It's tied securely around like a post with 2 poles sticking out of it, and they've tied
I
it
want
around.
one guy on that just ready to pull him back in if something goes a bit awry with Titus.
No
down
problem.
there.
I'll put a crewman on that right now.
All right, and we'll just wait for him to come back and see what he sees from down there.
Okay. Trim the sails. Makes for stationary. Would you like us to drop the anchor?
I'd say let's not drop the anchor. Let's just keep a nice floating movement so that we can get the heck out of here if we need to.
Very good, sir. Good idea. Keep us on the drift, men.
There you are, you little shit! Get
Yeah.
the ball in!
Yes, sir. Very good. Sorry, don't know what happened, sir. Oh, don't strike me,
Raise
sir.
a backhand.
Please. the young boy says as he gingerly tries to.
Use your gangly arm.
He puts the wadding in, the packing in, he rolls a barrel down, he starts to plunge it.
Quick!
Titus, as you swan dive perfectly off the edge of this ship and hit the water, the moment you break the water and you go about 6 to 10 feet in, it's all calm under there. The sound and noise and smells that you could hear before disappear above the surface of the ocean, and all you can hear is a deep sound of movement and something very large in the ocean beneath you. About 500 feet. You can't quite see it because the water's not clear enough, but you can tell. You know, your Triton senses tell you that there's a very large sort of Leviathan-like creature in the direction of the ship beneath it.
Can I not see how dark is it down there?
How dark?
Because I do have some, I mean, how far away, I guess, do I want to just swim a bit closer? I know
Yeah.
I'm limited by the rope, but I'm going to start swimming a little bit closer. I'm trying to get some vision of how the scope is, how big the iceberg is, if you know what I mean.
So you swim towards it. You swim well. You're a Triton. You swim better than you walk, and you progress closer and closer. And after a couple of 100 feet of swimming, a huge sort of shape emerges from the gloom, and you can see that this basically looks like a giant octopus. Beneath the ocean, there is the body, the head, and the mouth of this giant creature. The tentacles that it has, much like an octopus, have spread up beneath the ship, up and out, and trying to encapsulate the ship. One thing you do notice. So this is a huge octopus. It's got massive eyes. In the center of its sort of tentacles is a gaping mouth that is in part a beak in the center, but around that there are circles and rows of teeth that sort of start as a very wide, expansive circle and close down and down and down and down until in the middle it has this crushing beak. The mouth is 50 feet across.
Wow.
I mean, it's huge. You also notice that the ship has managed to lodge there's a line going from the ship into this creature's body. Behind its head, in its sort of large sac area where it's got some vents and things like that, there is a very large harpoon, basically. I mean, this is a huge harpoon. It's about 15 feet, 20 feet long. This isn't for any normal whaling operation. This is a large harpoon tied by. You think the rope looks as though it's sort of got a glisten to it, as if it's perhaps been weaved with metal or something to make the rope even stronger than regular hempen rope. That's what you see. And at the moment, it's very fixated on crushing, destroying, fighting, eating the ship that it's gripping above the waves.
What I should do under here. I'm going to go back and report to the others. I'm going to
Okay.
tug on the rope and
Dun,
just kind of
Aboard the
That
ship,
rope's
one of the
going.
crew-
That rope's going. Wheel him in. Wheel him in.
Aye, sir, wheeling him in, and they start to pull him in. A couple of others come and run and help, and they're really pulling. You feel a strong tug as you're pulled back through the water at quite some pace. After sort of 30, 40 seconds of being... Okay, great. Yeah, it tries to, but it creates bubbles. There's like a bubbling sensation. Doesn't quite billow properly, and then you're dragged above the surface by the ship. You look up as you're bobbing in the waves, and you're looking over. There's an ethereal crew looking down at you like,
hoist me.
"Would you like us to pull you up?"
Bring me up.
Okay, sir. And they hoist you right up easily. You're like that, you know, like tugged up over the side and unceremoniously pulled up over the gunnels and
I flopped for a minute.
flopped like a fish,
Like a fish out of water.
momentarily forgetting you were back again on dry land.
Billow.
Titus.
And as you do this, your cloak snaps and the liquid that was on it sort of flings itself free and is once again dry and flowing in the wind.
What was down there? What did you see?
Oh, the horrors I saw. It's a giant octopus beast.
Big octopus.
It's a kraken.
Is it?
I think it's a kraken.
What's the kraken?
It's a giant octopus beast. It's kind of what I said. It's being distressed. They've clearly harpooned it in some way. I'm not sure who started it, whether that's an attacking harpoon or a defending harpoon. But it's clearly in the back of its neck, and now it's retaliating in a big way. As we can see from the flailing and all that noise above us, we can hear it, we can see it happening.
Do you think you would be comfortable enough to go back down there?
Yeah?
Do you,
And then what?
And then,
It's
well, I'm
big.
gonna ask, you
50-foot mouth.
Do you think you could?
One beak.
Do you think you could speak to it?
Oh, gosh.
Is that something you
I
could
don't
do?
honestly. I can speak some languages. Speaking to a giant octopus, I could try. Do I have a spell for that?
I think you do. I think
I
one of
do
your
have a
features
spell.
is you can speak to any
Oh, you got a
creature.
feature.
You can communicate with any
Oh, yeah,
creature
but
that
it's
has
very
a swimming
simple.
speed.
I
Kapipi.
know there was a
I know-
misunderstanding with the mankeys,
Indeed, of
but
course.
maybe this time it'll be different.
We're gonna need some longer rope,
You got to get closer.
but I'm gonna get closer.
Dinky,
It seems to be focusing specifically on
Yes,
that
sir.
ship.
we got any longer rope? He wants to get closer to the Kraken.
No problem. I'll get Barry to look into the stores and we'll tie some together.
There you go. Is that good enough for you, Titus?
Yeah, it's just a safety blanket. I can swim fine. It's literally just, if they can
Just
wheel me back
wheel
up.
back here. You can probably
Otherwise,
swim faster than they can.
I
heave you,
can,
but you
yeah.
lazy. Right.
If it grabs me though, they can
That's true.
Use me as
We can pull ourselves closer
bait.
to it.
crack and bait. Like if I die,
Here
in
you
this-
go,
We're
Titus,
fishing.
mate. Barry comes over and he's got a couple of long bits.
hello.
All right, mate. Yeah, I looked in the store cupboard and I've tied you some rope together.
Nice one, pal. Good
No
one,
problem.
buddy.
And he ties it, and you've got like,
Great,
there's
thank
loads
you.
of it now. He's laying it out on the deck with the help of some of the other crew. They've got like 3 large loops of prepared rope, so you can go as far as you like.
Right. Okay.
Sword looks over his shoulder, holding the little biter. Are we trying to reason with it?
I'm gonna go back in. Maybe I can see what it wants.
I'm
Bear
gently
in mind, you
lowering
can communicate ideas to it. You can't understand what it says back.
Right.
I let loose a cannon.
Okay,
Sorry, I was already going.
roll d20. What? By the way, don't forget you have those potions. Remember those 2
Oh,
potions
yeah.
you picked up? I'm just going to tell you because this might help. One of those potions is a comprehend language potion.
Oh, that's really helpful.
I got a 9 that time.
Got a 9, okay. Okay, the ball finds purchase this time. It sails through the air, 300 to 400 feet in distance, and lands, and just the ball sort of hits one of the tentacles, and the tentacle sort of goes. It sort of gives way like hitting a very large curtain. The ball sinks just gently. There's still very much a lot of it on the surface of the ball now. It sinks into the tentacle and stops, a little bit like a botfly in the back of a man. So
So it embeds.
it
I'd never
embeds
witnessed that.
inside the tentacle of one of these tentacles, and it seems that the tentacle sort of shudders and hurts a little bit in pain, and then the hot ball sort of turns a lot of the skin and flesh around it, starts to blister and redden and crack, and you've clearly hurt it a bit. But the hot shot is mainly designed to set things on fire, and this is a creature of the sea that's tentacle is currently very moist. So it burns it. You've scalded this creature, and it takes a bit of damage.
Well, I'll back off the little nipper. Thanks, boy. Back to your business.
Okay, sir. Well, I'm a loader, so I guess I'll just.
Get on that deck.
Oh!
I'll grab the scruff of his neck.
Oh! And he just like runs off and helps like tidy up the ropes that are getting ready for Titus's grand escapade.
All right, Kapipi, what's Titus doing?
All right. So Titus is
I'm right
about
here.
to go.
I'm right here.
What are you doing?
I'm about to swan dive in,
Don't
and
talk
I'm
to
going to
him.
speak to the octopus.
This is Captain.
I know he's the captain. Go on.
I'm captain now. We've
Look
all
at
been
him.
captain. He's about to
Billow.
jump down and try to speak to it. He's deep in concentration right now. Leave him to. He's focusing.
Yeah, you can tell.
I think I need a cocktail.
We don't have cocktails.
Of potions.
Oh,
Oh, you got
you
some
mean the
potions,
potions
have
you got?
Yep, one of the potions I have is a haste spell. It lasts for approximately 1 minute.
Oh,
That'll
that?
get me there real quick.
what other potions?
Speed is essential right now.
What other potions have you got?
Let me
So
have a look
inside the
here. Let's have a
portable
look, let's have a
hole,
look.
you left that leather satchel that had the
I'll
potions
slap on
in
the
it.
floor.
There were 3. Okay, you throw out the fabric of the portable hole. It lands on the deck.
Does the boy fall in?
You can stumble in.
Ah!
Oh, nice!
Chuck us up those potions.
And you go, okay. And then you hear him like rumbling around. He's like, it's very dark in here.
Yes,
and then,
it is.
Oh, what's that? Ow, there's some broken glass. Oh,
There's a broken
who
potion.
left broken glass in here?
Yeah, you're already dead, mate. Show us the potion.
Try
Okay,
not
you
to
ready?
move
And
too
he,
much.
and he,
Toss it up.
You're like a, what? boom. Yeah, and out of the hole comes this leather satchel with 3 gaps for potions, one of which is just sort of a bit soggy with some broken glass in the bottom. The other 2, sword, you recognize as a couple of different things. You want to crack the tops off and give it a quick sniff.
Give me those.
So you know this is a horrible drink you once had to drink when you were on tour in a previous military campaign in order to communicate with the locals. It's a comprehend language potion. It allows anyone to understand any language for up to an hour.
This is the one.
What is it?
What is this one? It smells really bad.
It's strawberries. And it will allow you
It
to
smells like dead bodies.
just down it in one, and you'll be able to speak to the octopus. Just make haste. See what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'm holding that one because that's going to take a minute. So
Billow.
that doesn't work. It's already billowing.
It's only the first
It's already
wearing it.
billowing.
Billow.
Come on.
All right, just down that and get going.
Actually, before
the
I do
other
this, I'm going to
potion
pick up the. I wanna pick
Is
up
a
the thing.
potion of water walking.
Oh,
This one, it's mundane.
Oh my goodness.
I'll have to work on this
That's
one.
boring, that one.
What
yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
It's just a water.
Just a water.
Just some water.
Exactly what?
Does it look like water, or is it very much like colourful? And
Yeah, they can't tell what it is without inspecting it.
yeah, it's a mundane potion. I'm gonna have to tweak that one.
All right.
I
it
pocket
just smells
No
like
more
ass.
questions.
No more
I'm going to
questions?
pick up the hole, and even though the boy's still in it.
Okay.
Okay, back on. What was that noise? Did you hear something?
Just get going.
Okay, I'll slap him back down because I know he's going to
Whoa.
die. Well, he was already dead.
No.
Physics is
Okay,
that
he's on my
big.
back.
We've got a-
He's back in. Let's go.
What happens with that if you put it down on top of something or someone? Like,
you-
what
you
happens
can't-
to
they have
that
to go in, I
thing?
think.
Like, do they go in
They
it,
would
or are they
fall
just,
into.
or
They
do they
go
just stay
in.
under it?
Imagine it is essentially like a 10-foot deep and 10-foot wide hole, right? That's incredibly dark. And yeah, if any creature, any living creature,
You have
get-
to lay it
I
on a
get
flat
it. I
surface.
get
He's
it if
already
you
dead.
go in, but what if someone's under it when you put it out?
You have to put it on a flat surface first.
Yeah.
For
Right.
it to turn
so
into
for
a-
example, you're putting this on the top of the top deck of the ship, you can still access the cargo hold underneath. And if you were in the cargo hold underneath and looked up, you wouldn't see
like a
anything.
card
It's a wooden
effect,
plank.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Magical.
like you only can enter it from the one sort of aspect.
Well, we've got a whole boy now, so.
Yeah, well, he's in there.
Oh boy!
Wait us out.
Oh boy.
That's Cannonball Kev. His name's
Cannonball
got Kev,
Kev.
by the way. They just called him that.
Right.
His name's Stephen.
Swan dive.
Right, I'm ready to go. I'm going to just hang on. I'm going to drink in your potion first.
Strawberries. Think of strawberries. It's not strawberries at all.
It's really gross. So you drink this comprehend language spell. It tastes a little bit like Angostura Bitters neat. Have you ever tried Angostura Bitters neat? That is what this tastes like. Not good. Tastes like leaves and alcohol.
Put some whiskey in it. Then you got an old fashioned.
I haven't got whiskey. I've got this haste potion. I'm going to have that real quick. So I'm going to do a swan dive.
What's he saying?
Well, he's going to
Do a
need to be
swan
able to
dive.
speak better because.
Give me a minute. Right, haste potion. Swan dive.
Oh my god.
He's double potion.
Right. Titus has
is
got a
fucking
belly full of potion
Bouncing
right
off
now.
the walls.
So the haste potion doubles your speed.
Nice.
Okay, so and you can do things twice as quickly. So as he downs this, you hear swan dive, and then just a blur as this object goes. I presume goes to the rope and ties it around his waist,
Well, the rope is already out.
and then just. And he's gone in a blur. It's too fast to really even see what's happening, but he's gone, and you hear
Do they
swan dive.
stack the potions? Because so he can comprehend the language, but is he now going to speak twice the speed?
It's a cocktail.
He can choose to. He can choose to speak twice.
The
as
haste
fast.
only lasts
He
1
can
minute.
choose. At least he can choose.
Yeah, the haste spell is really short.
It's a short one.
So yeah, you're in the water now.
By
Titus?
the time they're heavily addictive.
You forgot to tell him that.
I'll tell him after.
Yeah.
I'm going to travel as fast as I can, avoiding any rogue tentacles. So I think they're all, from the looks of it, mostly above surface attacking the ship. But I'm going to try and get to its what looks like an ear.
So you
flappy
move
hole in
very
its head.
very fast. I mean, you're moving faster than a dolphin at full tilt. I mean, I think you move because of the haste spell and because your swimming speed, I think is like 60 feet or something like that.
Wow.
You're moving at 120 feet every 6 seconds. That is fast. You see off the front right, if you look over the gunnels, just this what looks like a torpedo streaking through the water.
Look at him go!
Before he fades
Jeez,
down
I can see
beneath
it.
the depths, beneath the rope on the deck is just like coming off of all these bundles.
burning.
Luckily, the crew has laid it out in such a way that it spools out perfectly.
Where's the rope tied on Titus?
Around his
Waist.
It's around my waist, yeah.
God, I hope he stops before the rope
Spine
suddenly goes
snap.
taut.
There's plenty of rope. There's hundreds of feet of rope, so you
This
should
is
be
gonna
okay.
cut him in half.
Okay, Ross, you're approaching now even closer. This large creature's of ending you, yum yum.
That's
You
what he's
hear all this
saying.
stuff.
I'm gonna wave at his eye. Hello?
Little fish.
What is your purpose here? What are you doing?
I am the deep. I am the end. I am hungry.
Why don't you stop doing all this craziness? You're killing people.
It's me or this. This thing attacked me. Why would I stop now?
Is there anything I can help you with?
There's this spear in my head.
Oh, I spotted it. I'm
which
gonna
is
run over to it.
uncomfortable. Okay,
I've
move
got
over
haste.
to it.
I'm just gonna try and
It's
hoist it in some way.
huge.
It's huge.
You can't
Yeah.
get any leverage. Like it's
Maybe that's
3
a spell.
times the length of your body. You can try and rip around it, but because of you could try and put your feet on its head and its body. Because its body is kind of a sack of water. When you try and resist against it, your feet just kind of give, and you just get. What are you trying to do?
trying to get it unstuck.
Are you trying to hurt me?
No, I'm trying to pull it out so you'll leave them alone. And that we can rob their ship.
Ow! That's not working.
I don't have any spells. I don't think I can lift this up. Do I have any spells that could do anything to this that isn't just going to cover him in acid, which is something I really do enjoy using? No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe I can just tell him to focus on this ship while we rob it. Let's do that. Okay, well, can you focus all your attention on this ship? These guys are bad and they're trying to kill you.
I know, it's what I'm doing. And then you hear just like a
Nice,
whoop above the surface, you just hear whoop, boom, and this deep, massive reverberation emanates through the water. I mean, if you're not careful, one of its sweeping tentacles might take you in as well. What are you, little fish?
I am friend. I mean no harm to you. I can attack them if you want. Would that help you? Can we create an agreement where you bring me no harm while we work together to battle this disgusting ship?
You are nothing to me. You are like plankton. I do not care what you do. I will destroy this ship and I will feast in the deep.
Okay. Right, that's how we're going to play it, is it? Have you ever tasted acid before?
So as it takes in a huge, amount of water through one of its vents. So on the side of its head, it has a sort of long hole that it sucks in a lot of water with, and it is the current, the suction that it creates. It sucks in so much water. This opening is 20, 30 feet across, and I need you to do a constitution check with advantage because of the haste to swim against this suction.
Okay.
Ooh.
13, is it?
Plus,
In
I
fact,
go
call
up
it a
to
strength
top.
check, sorry, strength check.
Oh, plus nothing.
Plus nothing on that. Well, didn't I just... No, yeah. Plus 10, isn't it? What's that?
That's just the number of strength
So
you've got.
13, then I guess.
13, is that with advantage?
With advantage, you get to roll again then.
Oh,
Because you have the haste and you're a good swimmer.
is that
Oh,
16?
16 instead.
Okay, so the current pulls you hard and hard and hard, and you kick and kick and kick and kick, and because of just you're such a good swimmer and you're hasted to all living hell, you don't have a huge amount of problem resisting this suction. Equally, you're still kind of holding on to the harpoon that's stuck in it. What do you want to do?
I don't feel like attacking is going to be a good idea from my current vantage point. I don't think I can reason with him.
Back on deck, what are you two doing?
How do you think it's getting on down there?
I can't see a thing from here.
Seems like he's still very much smashing the,
the
ship up.
tentacles are still very.
You can hear
much
like a
going.
Wilhelm scream as you see somebody else fall from the rigging of their ship and down into the water, a splash.
It's not going well for them, is it?
It's not. I hope that same fate doesn't meet us.
Did Titus say they brought it upon themselves, like they harpooned it and stuff?
He said there was a harpoon, but he doesn't know which way round it happened, whether or not they were attacked first and it's self-defense, or whether or not they're out hunting this creature and that it's innocent. I assume that's what he's trying to get out of it now.
I'm going to make an educated guess here. If you want to not be attacked by an octopus creature, you wouldn't want to tether to it. You'd want to get away. So you wouldn't harpoon it. in defense.
So you think that this other ship is indeed
I reckon it
hunting
wants to hunt it.
And
Yeah.
do you think we're in danger of that other ship when they're done with that? Because we're also
I think
very
this
much
ship is in
visible
danger.
right now.
Yeah, I think we are.
We might need to negotiate with that ship as well and just try and calm everybody down. There's no need for any of this conflict right now unless
Did
some...
Titus leave his rifle up here?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
it's strapped to the crew's made a little mounting point for it in the crow's nest. So it's like 2 little clips.
ready
It's
to go.
clipped into the, and it's not necessarily Titus's rifle. It's everybody's rifle.
I'm
It's a
gonna,
ship's
as
rifle.
I continue to speak with Kapipi,
Because Titus is pretty shit at using a rifle.
I think I'll pick off some of the important members of this crew so that we don't have to deal with them as well as the octopus.
Oh, but we're just provoking.
I'm walking up the mast using spider climb.
Sword,
I'm
are
just
you
carrying-
sure about this?
Okay,
It might
yeah.
just provoke them.
No, it'll be all right, mate. It'll be fine. They
we
won't
might-
know where it's coming from because they're all scattered and stuff.
I mean, we're the only other ship
just
around it. They're
walking
going
up
to
the
know.
mast,
Okay, you're walking up.
as if my feet are stuck to the mast.
So you
inside.
you see Sword using something he's learnt recently, which basically his feet are just bizarrely sticky, and he has no problem walking up the mast with no hands. He doesn't have to use a ladder.
I'm like stretching and stuff.
Yeah,
Is he just like gone sideways?
yeah. He
Sideways
just
up the
steps up
mast.
to it, and he just blip, 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 blip. He easily gains the top of the
I
mast.
like
and
hit
into
the
crow's
guy with
nest.
the captain's hat or something.
What is up with your feet?
And I
So
walk
once you're
under
in-
the
yep.
crow's nest,
Yep.
upside down, and then up to the side bit, and then in.
Over. Right, okay. You're in the crow's
Here it
nest.
is.
Now you've got such a good vantage point, you can see more up here. You can see down onto the deck of this ship. You're only a couple of 100 feet away from it now. And like I say, the crew is very organized. They look very rough and tough. They look like people who were prepared for this. They're wearing armor. They have specialized weapons and tools. They're fighting, fighting off these tentacles. They seem to be, putting a good innings. They're struggling. They don't seem to have the right tools to deal with such large foes. You know what I mean? Like a giant tentacle is just sweeping their deck, and they're jumping it, moving, ducking, diving. A lot of the ship seems to be reinforced with iron, so that things like the mast and the hull can take a beating. They're not cracking as easily. All these sort of things. In the center of the deck, you see what looks like might be their leader, might be their captain. They are an elf of medium height and a sort of average build. They're wearing a long, dark red coat with sort of piping, captain's piping and things like that on. They're wearing smart trousers and boots. And they have several, in one hand they hold an elegant curved rapier, and then the other they have a wand, and they're just blasting at things. So a tentacle comes over, tries to hit one of his crew. You see this captain put up like a wall of ice, which sort of protects that crewmate from being struck by a tentacle. They're fighting hard, but you can see they're almost smiling though. They are relishing this challenge. So that looks like to be the captain.
I relay most of that information,
Down
summarized
to
down to
Kapipi.
Kapipi.
Okay.
Tell the crew,
They are decked out. They wanted this fight and they're loving it, but I think they might be a little unprepared for the size of this creature. So we could make it harder for them.
I'm still struggling to see what this has got anything to do with us. Like,
Captain
what we-
Kapipi, sir.
Yes, sir.
Gun crews are still
Sir.
waiting and ready. Let us know if there's anything you'd like us to do with or any of the gun crews, sir.
Absolutely, sir. Sir, you there. I'm a captain.
Yes, that's
Sir.
right. I'm your first mate, sir.
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 We're just trying to figure out what we're doing right now. It's a very stressful moment right now.
Every time you salute me, I have to salute you back, sir.
Okay, sir.
I could try and shout a message to them, see what they think.
What would be wrong with us just leaving them alone?
Well, we've come all the way out here now.
I mean, we have, but I was against it to begin with.
Oi!
Oh, now he's shouting.
Over the cannon fire, the gun, the muskets going off, the rattling, the spells being flung, this keen-eared elf notices something and looks around momentarily, and he sees you waving from the crow's nest, and he's like, and he sort of happily waves at you and sort of like thumbs up, like,
nice.
He's beckoning, he's happy.
hello! You hear like a sort of, let me try and get the accent right. Hola! He says, My comrades, I hope you are here to help us. Things are getting sticky or suctiony perhaps.
Nothing's free on these wars, mate, but we can certainly help for a bit of coin.
And he sort of looks, and then as it happens, a tentacle sweeps the deck, and you just see him get, whoa, and get flung across.
I'll give you a minute.
Gets flung across the deck, lands in a heap on two of his fellow crewmates, who lift him up, get back up onto their feet, tap him on the shoulder, and he's just like, ha! And then pulls out his rapier once again, and he's like, ting, ting, and he fights back like the tiniest tip of a tentacle, like it's just like
A sword fight, but with a little tentacle.
you're the tiny little end of the tentacle. Yeah, I mean, he's stuck back into the fighting now. You don't know whether or not he has agreed to any kind of deal. He's a little busy as he fires a gout of flame. Titus, you can hear above the surface of the water. You think you can hear Sword shouting. You think you can hear another a voice you don't hear. The light of fire spells and cannons above you, above the surface of the water, can be seen blooming. Oranges, bang, black, smoke can all be seen about 50 feet above your head, which is where the surface of the water is.
I was trying to think of a way to. How can I? So apparently there's a spell I can do which I can choose to bring someone to the surface. I don't
Right.
know how big that is though. It's probably limited by
What spell
size.
is that?
Well, water walk. So you can choose a target a creature submerged in a liquid. The spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per round. But I don't know if that's size based.
Let me have a look.
Because obviously that's a big kraken.
Has to
I'd like
be
to
a
suffer-
willing creature.
A willing creature.
So they'd
Oh,
have to
okay.
do a save anyway, regardless.
Yeah.
But if they fail it,
Because it doesn't say anything about size there. But then at the same time,
no.
that's 60 feet per round. So I don't know what rounds mean in terms of.
That's 6 seconds.
6
Fine.
seconds,
That's like one turn of combat, yeah.
Spell grants ability to move. Yeah, I mean, if you can convince this Leviathan that it wants to go to the surface, then yeah, this can raise this thing to the surface.
Okay.
What did you say about the save? Sorry,
It
do you
said a
mean-
willing creature.
Says
Yeah.
So if it's not a willing creature, I assume it would be a save.
Well, I've got two.
right?
Is that how that works?
What's,
I don't
what's
actually
this
know.
one? Cast and use.
One of the interesting. You got water walk as a use. I guess you got a freebie because maybe you're a
Yeah.
titan.
There's a.
Yeah,
a
it says
cast and a use.
at 5th level, you can cast Water Walk. Once you cast any of these spells, you can't cast that spell again until you finish a long rest. So
yeah,
it's a
so you got
one-time use,
freebie,
basically.
as well as
Yeah.
a spell slot. So do the use one, so it's free if you're gonna do it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I didn't quite get your name.
He's talking to the
I'm here just fighting away. I didn't get your name, mate. What was it? Do you have a name?
I am Garble of the Deep.
Did you say Garble the Deep?
Garble of the Deep.
Garble of the Deep. That's a very beautiful name. Oh, who named you? Did you actually have a mum?
I never knew my mother. I was
tragic.
spawned in a cave under the sea with many of my brothers and sisters.
Have you ever wanted to see what it's like up there, on the top? like all the way at the top, like where those guys are. Maybe you'll get a better viewpoint of them. Maybe you can kill them easier and quicker. And eat them all, like one by one.
The
without that
deep is
annoying wood.
safe.
Oh.
My tentacles do my work. They think for me.
Or even just have a little quick look up the top, have a little peek, and then.
Why
you're
would
scared.
I do this?
Well, you see more things to eat, and that'd be tasty, wouldn't it?
I
Lovely.
am hungry.
Oh yeah, you get more things to eat. There's a couple of other ships up there I've seen. I don't know who they are.
But my body is heavy.
Oh, I can help.
How?
I can help you. I can lift you up. I know I'm small, but I can do big things.
Huh. Well, little plankton, you can try, I suppose.
Oh, very well. Okay, well, let's get you walking on water, mate. Let's do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast walk on water.
Okay.
What's his name again? Sorry,
Garble of
Garble.
the Deep.
Oh, nice to meet you, Garble of the Deep. I'm Titus. I'm going to send you to the top now.
Okay,
you'll
little
feel
fish.
a bit of dryness for a minute, and then you'll get to see everything. It'll be great. You're going to have a great time.
So what does this spell look like?
It's going to be kind of like clouds of pink and blue smoke that kind of like starts like emanating around the bottom and slowly pushing the water away as it lifts higher and higher and higher.
Okay, so
It's all, I'm kind of just waving my arms like gestating.
Bigger
kind of
and bigger
pulling
and
it up,
bigger. This
bigger and
pink
bigger, just like, whilst also trying to flap my little leggies.
Yeah.
I'm swimming as well.
You are.
And then just bringing it, really getting big arches. Come on, you're a big fucker. Come on, let's get you up.
after this mad gesticulation and this huge amount of energy that you've put into this effort, the creature starts to move as if a ship is sinking in reverse. It drifts upwards. This huge shadowy
gonna be great.
form. What you guys see on the surface is the water just starts to fizz and move as this pinkish smoke starts to raise, and then bubbles and huge sort of currents of water start sloshing outwards and sideways as if something's raising out. And you notice that as the water parts, an orangey flesh of this creature's body, this leviathan's body, is starting to breach the water and move up and up above the surface of the water. The people on the ship that you're looking at are freaking out. Okay, they are like, you hear like, stand ready! It flies! It walks! What is this beast? And Lord, remaining cannons! And you notice that the cannons recently, they've stopped firing at such pace. You know, cannons are starting to break. They're starting to run out of ammunition. They're cracking.
Hey, peepers! Kapeeps!
Okay, I didn't know who you were shouting at.
Pee-pee!
Peepers now.
Special K!
What do you guys
Stick
do?
with Peepers.
Now's be a good time as captain to maybe get the cannons going on that bad boy.
Are we definitely sure we want to do this?
Whoa, it's a big old target.
Titus is still down there.
I've suddenly grown fond of the crew on there.
We need to pull Titus back.
He'll be
He'll
alright.
be in blast range.
All right, pull and blast.
Pull him back. Pull him
Okay,
back.
Titus, as you see what you've done, this magnificent spell, you know, you've created, you're lifting a creature that you didn't even know was possible to lift, such a huge body. You feel a tug, and then as you're pulled backwards from the waist, back through the water. You take a moment and you realize you're being pulled back. Do you want to swim with it, or do you want to be pulled against your
Oh
will?
no, I'll swim with it because I mean, my spell is
Your work
now
is done.
working. I'm
Okay.
going to go back and then explain myself.
So the crew will haul them back in.
Pull him back. Pull him back. He's in danger.
At this point, this giant leviathan creature, this sort of kraken, you realize is a huge sort of octopus kraken creature. Half of its body is now above the water as it continues to rise and rise. Above the water now is its eyes. Its vents aren't quite above it yet, but a good half of the body, its eyes, and its mouth is angled towards the side of the ship now. So where the tentacles were coming up out of the water, up and around from the bottom of the ship, now it's sort of turned more to be on its side. So the crew are now presented with a gaping maw of the teeth and the beak, and the mouth is taking up sort of half of the width of this ship that's being assaulted. And the crew start throwing charges, like what look like small grenades and things like that, from the edge of the ship into the mouth. And it's making the creature think, but again, it blasts the odd tooth out, but these munitions are woefully small in comparison to the scale of this creature. You also see the crews now hauling as fast as they can to get all this line back in, and Titus is once again pulled up the side and onto the deck of the Clumsy Goose.
What happened, Titus? What did he say?
Right. Okay, he's hungry. He's mean.
I can tell.
He's
Look at him.
angry.
He's about to attack. He just came up all by himself. He just came up above the water.
Yeah, no, that was me. That was me.
Oh.
I applied a little cheeky water walk on him. He's going to come almost completely above the surface. And my plan is hoping that he'll suffocate. It's going to last an hour.
Oh, was he a bad guy then?
Well, this is the thing. I couldn't really reason with him. He was quite angry. He did say they shot first, so I assume, I'm only hearing one side of the story, but that's right in the back of his neck. So he was a bit annoyed about that, and he was trying to, claim them. But he's hungry, and he wanted to literally see above the surface to see what else he could eat. I said that there are other ships up here, obviously, aka this one.
Us.
But I think that he might suffocate within the hour of him being up here. So
what-
that's my fingers crossed. Let's hope he doesn't wave
And
those
what do we
things
do
in our
about that other
direction.
ship? Is he just we're just gonna let him deal with them by
Honestly,
himself? Do we stand there and watch? Is that
we
what
have
you-
no allegiance to that ship at all. I don't know who they are.
I don't
Have you
know.
met them? Have you spoken to them?
I don't know.
They
Sword
seem
is-
like all right guys.
Are they
up
all right,
there.
are they?
Yeah, they're good lads.
Yeah? Well, I think they're fucked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, what do we
Because-
do?
In this period of time, I think that giant, you see that giant mouth?
Yeah.
I think a few of them are probably going to go in it.
Well, they're putting up a good fight.
Yeah.
Bless them.
But when it dies and we can watch it die, that'll be a nice moment for all of us. We all hold hands, get all the gang together, get that little kid out of the hole. He's still in the hole. I forgot about that. Did you hear that scream?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the little kid. He's
Oh, no.
still in there, yeah.
What a shame.
Do you need him loading stuff? Because I could get him out.
If you could whip
I'll
them
slap him
out.
out.
Yeah. I reckon we should load the cannons and just blast this creature.
Well, before you do, because that might just go. Does my I've used my sleep thing before the mankeys. Is this thing within range of being able to be put asleep above the water?
Yes, however, sleep spells work on HP, so you have to have a big enough sleep spell in order to cover all of the creature's HP.
And this thing has got.
This thing,
gonna
your
have a
sleep
lot.
spell won't touch
Forget
this
I
thing.
said
Titus has put the portable hole out on the floor. Hello?
There you are, mate. Sorry.
Anyone up there?
Yeah. I'll reach down.
Toss him a rope down.
Oh, yeah, we need another rope. We need
Well,
a rope.
Is it just
10
untie the
feet.
one from your legs?
It's
and-
quite deep, yeah.
You
We'll toss a
sprightly, you
little
can
rope.
jump up. To
You
your
can
hand.
reach down and he'll jump up to your
Oh, I'll
hand.
reach down. Hey, little lad.
Oh,
All right, mate.
thank you. It's so dark in there.
Don't complain.
I'm sorry.
We've got cannons that need loading.
Right away, sir.
Hurry, hurry. I'll pick the hole back up.
Right, hold back up.
Oh, he's gone now.
All right,
Don't feel bad.
Kapipi, come on, Captain. Let's blast them.
I'm not on board with
Blast
this idea,
them.
guys. You're
Blast
forcing
them.
me
Blast
into.
them.
There's no reasoning with
I
him.
will
There's no reasoning
not
with
give
him.
in to peer pressure.
Look, there's no reason.
Blast them.
I will
He's
not.
to the sea. He has no parents.
Let's blast him.
Let's blast him anyway. Let's blast him anyway. Let's get him.
Put them out of his
Dinky,
misery.
Yes, sir.
are the cannons ready to go?
Ready and waiting, sir.
Turn the ship to the side of the cannons, port side, starboard side, whatever side, front side, wherever the cannons are, and let's blast this thing.
Starboard side, broadside, ready, sir. Firing all 4 cannons. And the ship turns slightly to the side, and they get a good even shot on what is now most of the creature. Now is like its body is presenting above the water. And you hear 4 cannons. The 2 on top of the deck, which are slightly smaller. The 2 below, which are slightly heavier. Fire in sequence, and all 4 shots find their target without problem. The creature.
Can Titus still hear what he's saying, like above the? Because obviously his groans are really loud. I'm assuming.
What?
Can Titus still
hear him.
understand what he's saying?
It just sounds like groans of discomfort.
Okay, so-
As 4 rounds smash into the side of this creature, its body. Again, the body gives, but with such a weight of fire, it definitely noticed that one. You know, I mean, it noticed the hot shot. It's just it didn't do much because it was hot. You know, usually a hot shot would set fire to something. It didn't in this case. So yeah, these 4 rounds land very well. Green smoke billows from the side of the ship as the cannons discharge their cannonballs, and these ethereal balls streak across the sky with almost otherworldly precision, and they land perfectly in a line, a grid of 4 into the side of this creature as it.
Direct hit. We got a direct hit there,
Got him.
lads.
His name's Garble, by the way.
Garble,
Yeah. He's got
you
a
made
name.
friends with him, then?
Yeah, well,
You're just
not
like
really friends.
literally
I
stabbing him
told
in
you
the back.
There's no reasoning with this guy. He's massive. Look at him.
I know, but now
Look
we've
up.
pissed him off.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
This is what I was worried about.
Yeah, that was
I
gonna
shouldn't have
happen
given in to you guys.
That was going to
just
happen
then.
anyway. Good PP.
We could have sailed away from this and let those guys sort it
Oh,
out.
where's that boy? I need to slap something.
I need that boy. I'm combat rolling down the mast
Okay, right, yeah.
towards little biter.
And your hands and feet are taking turns to be in contact with the surface, so you don't
Cartwheeling
fall.
then?
Yeah, you can cartwheel.
Cartwheeling
Give
down
me an
the mast.
acrobatics check.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
You cartwheel down the side of the mast using.
That's a 12 plus, what did I get? 13.
Yep, you pass. It's okay. You cartwheel down the
I'm
side.
gonna
of the
need
mast.
that boy.
You see Sword cartwheeling, hand to feet down the side of the mast. With no
Boy, I
problem.
need enchanted balls. The little
Okay.
biter.
Very good, sir. I'll get them for you. And he comes back with the chest, opens it up, and inside you have 5 golden balls. And they each say split or steal on them. No, they don't. They are clearly magical in property. They're engraved with all these incredible patterns and decorations. And he, with reverence, oh, it's been a long time since
Get
I've seen
to it.
Oh! And he reels from the strike. You know, oh! He shakes his head,
Stop gawping.
focuses once again. Very good, sir. And he loads the wadding in, puts the ball down, stamps it in. He's like, Feel free to fire when ready, sir. You put the lighter to the fuse in the back of the cannon, and bam, the little nipper fires. And this ball, what do you want to hit with it?
I would like to hit.
So you can see eyes, you can see the vent now is coming out this side of the
I'm going to aim for an eye, for
Okay.
sure. Try and
So it has
blind
this huge wagon wheel size eye that's just blinking and looking around.
them. Not the confectionery suite, an actual
An
wagon
actual
wheel.
wheel of a wagon.
Natural one.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I have the lucky feat.
You do. You took the lucky feat at leveling
lucky
up.
I took the
feet.
lucky feat instead of an ability.
Boy, do you need them.
So on a 1, I can re-roll 3 times a day. I got a 4.
Have you got luckier feet?
I don't have any luckier feet.
Okay, the round screams from the barrel. It's moving at speeds you've not seen even a cannonball fly before. It's boom, and it zips out of the barrel, and it takes almost like a curving, sort of spinning. It skips off the water. It's flying and it's homing in on its target. Right. It's intuited that you, as the cannon operator, where it wants you to go. Right. And just as it approaches the eyes, another cannon goes off on the other ship, which boom knocks the shell slightly to the side. It still finds its target. It still hits the body of the creature. However, it does not hit the eye.
What
the
are
ball,
the fucking
unfortunately, knocked it.
chances?
What are the chances? The ball from the enemy, the other ship, knocks this one awry, and it sinks in. However, it hits hard. It hits sort of in the equivalent of the sort of where the head of the octopus meets the body. So it goes straight through, and you hear a sound, and that is the sound of the ball hitting one of the octopus's hearts.
He sounded pretty upset about that one.
That sounds like a heart shot.
I have no idea of knowing that.
And your spell is still in action. Still, the creature is rising from the sea. At this point now, the vents and the back of the creature are lifted above the ocean.
Is he completely floating now
It
above the
is
ocean, or is he
essentially
sat on top?
Imagine the water itself as a solid surface. The octopus is wrapped around the ship with its tentacles, facing side on, looking at the ship. Like I say, the octopus's tentacles are wrapped around the side of the ship. On the ship, they look out and they can see the mouth of it, and then the rest of the octopus is sat upon the surface of the
So
water.
that Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a bit like that scene.
No, of course.
What, like number 8?
Number 55, the one that the ride's based on.
Sure, whichever.
Yeah. Okay. You've done well. Anyone else want to do anything?
I'm going to blast it with a fireball.
Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to roll for initiative.
Okay. Okay. Nice. 16. Roll your dice.
That's 10.
Plus 2.
2, 12.
PB?
So that's a 7 plus 2, which is 9.
Nice.
Okay, this is going to be a loose initiative because it's just going to let me sort of control this a little bit pace-wise. The ship is drifted now into about less than 100 feet between the giant octopus, the Kraken, let's call it, the other ship, and your ship. You are now very much within melee range of this octopus. After you've struck its heart, its eye finds your ship and notices there's now something else. You've very much got its attention with that shot. Over the bow of the ship, you see a large orange shape moving quickly beneath the surface of the waves. The tentacles, apart from the body of the octopus, is now above the surface. However, the tentacles are still wrapped and plunging down into the water. A tentacle comes up, raises up in front of your ship, and attempts to sweep the deck. I'd like all three of you to do acrobatics or dexterity
no.
checks.
Okay. Natural 20!
Whoa!
Nice.
Spider climber, I assume, is assisting me here.
Yeah, big time.
8 plus 2. Is that right? Dexterity?
Yes.
Alright, so 10.
2
Or two.
plus
Ooh.
dexterity is plus 1.
Okay. Sword, you cartwheel, backflip, triple flip, however you'd like to describe it. How do you dodge this tentacle?
Yeah, cheeky backflip
Okay.
into a combat roll as the tentacle just sweeps. So a nice little backflip over there.
Wonderful. I mean, these tentacles are about 5 feet across. They are the size of a very large tree as
Yeah.
it sweeps the deck. You flip it, no problem. You clear almost the height of a regular-sized hobgoblin as you
It's
flip
like
through the air.
It's like a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah. Use the momentum of your legs to flick you up and over. Titus, you dive for the deck in what could be considered an act of sort of semi-cowardice, but it was done in a moment. You managed to dive below, and as you dive and hit flat on the deck, this huge tentacle, dripping with water, sails over you. As you do that, the suckers go over you. You hear this sort of sound as it sweeps over you, and you're drenched with a bit of water. You're already quite wet anyway. It's come up over that. Kapipi wasn't so lucky. You look behind you, and Kapipi is taken full in the chest by this tentacle. And he is knocked over the side, once again, of the ship. At some point, he is going to need to invest in swimming lessons.
Really
Whoa!
Peeper's overboard!
Unbelievable!
Captain overboard!
You look, the crew's disappeared. The hat has once
Oh,
again
for
flipped
fuck's
off of his head.
sake.
Where's the hat gone?
The hat was on Kapipi's head. As he flies over the edge, there seems to be some form of magic which keeps the hat on the
it
ship.
floats
It
back
always seems to find its way back down onto the deck. So it's flipped over and the hat has landed on the deck nearest where Kapipi falls over. Kapipi, you fall the 30 feet from the top deck down to
On
the
the
ocean.
way down, I pull Terrence's tail just to inflate him, just to keep me buoyant. Like,
Terrence inflates, and he internally farts, and now you are buoyant once again. You're looking up, the sea is choppy as
I'm
hell.
just holding on to Terrence, and I'm just literally, there's nothing I can do. I can't swim, I'm just having to float here.
Okay, right, the other ship fires off a volley of cannon fire. Not only that, a gout of flame erupts from the top deck as
Did I say they had a spellcaster?
yeah, oh, did you say that? Yeah.
No, that's what I shout
Yeah,
as
yeah,
that
yeah,
gout of fire comes.
Yeah, a huge gout of flame erupts 30 feet long, 100 feet long. This gout of flame fires off of their top deck. You don't see who's firing it, but it lands and splashes upon the top of the octopus's sort of head, let's call it. And the octopus again, once again, that's hurting it. That's burning the living shit out of it. Aha! You just hear.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. Okay. The octopus then attempts to grapple Titus. Give me one more dexterity throw.
20.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so as it sweeps to try and catch you, you once again dodge it, and the tentacle wraps around some of the lines that are rigged to the mast and sails. It gets stuck. So there's actually a tentacle now stuck amongst the rigging.
Oh, dear God.
Sword, your go.
Hello. I'm gonna spin little biter around, load up an enchanted cannon, and fire it at the attached and trapped tentacle.
Okay, so you spin it. It's on a gimbal, no problem. Spin it
It's a
round.
bit risky, boys,
It
but
is.
everyone duck!
You think you might be able to sort of angle it so that it doesn't necessarily go flat on the deck, and if you miss,
I might
it
arc it upwards so it just does a straight up and
a
down.
mortar shot.
Yeah.
Okay, well that is going to come down through the deck. You've got to realise.
Yeah, you're right.
so,
okay,
so imagine you've got the front of
I'll
the
do it
ship.
horizontal.
The bow is slightly higher, and the
Yeah.
rear of the ship is slightly higher. So if you spin it round, the tentacle is very long. The tentacle is as tall as a mast
Yeah, I'll try and
easily.
aim off.
So you can kind of angle it up and off if you like.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
go for that.
Right,
Straight.
roll me a d20 with a +5 to hit.
Okay. Oh, 15.
Okay, and that's, yep, you hit.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so once again, you fire one of these sort of enchanted balls, and again, the pace at which it comes out of the barrel is mighty. Roll me 3d10.
Okay. 2, 3. I got 14.
14. Okay. There is also some other damage associated with it. There's a hard bonus. I can tell you if you want, it's +20.
Whoa.
Yeah. 3d10 +20. So
Cool.
I want to make this kind of like a...
Part of it was my aiming.
Yeah. So you did 15, did you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't remember.
Cool. Good shot. Next up is Titus. What do you do?
Let's
Oh,
see.
did you want to do anything else, Sword? Did you want to move? Do you want to say anything? Sorry.
Can you grab the hat?
Let's fuck it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Get the hat.
I'm going to try and grab the hat.
You want to grab the hat?
Wherever that is. I don't know where it is.
Yeah,
near me.
the deck isn't big enough for you to have to worry.
Quickly.
So you use your movement to get it, so you won't be able to move once you grab it.
Okay.
But you got it. Bonus action, you put the hat on.
Okay.
Crew's back in action. Hello, sir. Sorry about
Focus.
that.
Send a rope down for peeps.
Very good, sir. Once again, rope work. Rope team on it. Some guys chuck a rope over the side and they're like fishing for turtle.
Lovely. I'm about to fire a big old fireball at this tentacle. Is it still stuck?
It is. You can.
Or should I use an acid? Ooh. Look, I love acid. It's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky which one to go for.
So many choices.
I'm going to go for the acid.
It's fun.
I'm
isn't
going
it?
for acid
It's fun.
arrow
Melf's acid arrow.
to try and cut the tentacle off.
Okay. Yep. What do you have to do for that?
It says here. What do I have to do for this?
I think you just have to roll the hit. So dismiss that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just roll a d20 and add +7.
Okay. What's the 12 plus
19.
19? Okay.
Yep, that hits.
And then you can just click that.
And then
Damage.
5d4 damage, which comes to 8.
However, I think that one, because it hits, deals damage next turn as well.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
acid keeps going.
Yeah.
So
So 8 damage.
8 this
Yeah.
turn, probably 4 next turn. And
Yep.
then
Yes.
Very good.
Burning.
What does that look like, your acid arrow?
Big splooge of green sputtering arrow. It's basically like a.
So do you cast it as if you're firing
yeah,
a bow?
I cast it like
That's
I'm
quite
firing
cool.
a bow, and it's
Yep.
basically just a line of green, like vipery goo
Yep.
that fires towards
This
it.
goo streaks from Titus and lands upon the tentacle. Oh, you can feel the tentacle trying to pull out of this now because it's just been blasted with a cannon, hit with acid. You guys are really doing some damage here. PP, your turn. A rope has fallen down beside you. You look up, you see the familiar ethereal crew.
Thank you very much, sir.
As a bonus action, you can tie it round. You can either climb it yourself or ask them to pull you up. If you climb yourself, that'll use your movement.
I'm going to try and pull myself up. I've done this before and not been strong enough, though.
Okay.
So,
Well, you can have the crew just pull you up if you like.
All right, yeah. Pull me
Yeah.
up, crew.
The crew pull you up and over. You can't move. You get up onto the deck. You can't move anymore. There's not enough time for you to move much more.
Okay.
However, you can take an action. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I don't know if now's the time to try it, but I have got a thing called Stinking Cloud. And will this work also on a big old tentacle
No,
thing? It
There's
won't.
no lungs. Or,
it doesn't. Exactly. It's not breathing.
You got to put it on the face of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fire it directly
What-
into its
and you say
breathe holes.
sleep wouldn't work on this either.
Too
Nope.
much HP. Yeah.
Have I got
It's a
anything that would
tentacle.
work on this?
The
This
thing
You
No,
have
it's
things that
acting as
work
a
on your
tentacle.
fellow party members. Remember that. You could start a performance.
Oh yeah.
Who are your features?
So features and traits. So what is this? The Bardic Inspiration.
You can
Yeah.
inspire one of us. Yeah.
Um,
Gives us a d6 to add to any of our rolls.
okay. Like I say, guys, I'm not too sure we should be doing this, but we're already in the battle now. I'm gonna give you guys some encouragement,
Needed it.
and I'm gonna break out as many instruments as I can play at once. It's like a loot and then ding 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 ding. You got this. You're gonna do great.
Yes.
Sword,
Yeah.
you're looking great.
Oh, I am.
Titus, you're
Yes.
also looking alright.
Pillow.
Dun, 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 dun. Here's a solo. Bagpipes.
I love bagpipes.
Never learned to play them. Never learned to play them.
Cutting through. You can tell.
That's my bardic inspiration.
I don't know if he's
Very
playing well.
good.
You got to pick one
Titus
person
and
to
Sword, you
receive.
both get 1d8 for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Whenever you do an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw, you can add 1d8 to it,
Nice.
which is bloody good.
That's nice. Thank
Okay.
you.
Right, next up, we've got. Okay. You notice now that the octopus is fully above water. Its body is fully out of water, and you're not quite sure how. But in the eye of this great beast, you're starting to see concern. you're starting to see maybe a little bit of panic. It's starting to thrash a bit more, make mistakes. It thinks it might be running out of air. You see it now just like bashing, just moving along the deck of this other ship, just smashing, squatting, whack-a-moling the crap out of the crew. You know, you've got brave crewmen, boarding pikes, holding up like, and then the tentacle just comes down and just mashes them into a pulp and leaves there just a flat pancake of armor, blood, flesh, and just like a bent spear left and right. It is wrecking them.
Wow.
But still this crew fights. Still they move. Still they cheer. They communicate. They are fighting as well as they can as their brave captain throws spell after spell at these tentacles now smashing onto it. You see one particularly brave dwarf leap from the top of the rigging down onto the top of the octopus, two axes, an axe in each hand. Not two axes in each hand, that'd be crazy. An axe in each hand. And it just starts taking turns. Hack, 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 just smacking as hard as it can to the top of this giant octopus, right? Smack, 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 until another tentacle comes over, grabs the dwarf, picks him up and flings him, and you just see this dwarf fly about 300 feet through the air, and you just hear a
Oh, I see what you did.
I'm waiting for a,
Yeah, here it goes.
as the dwarf hits the surface of the water 300 feet away.
God, that was a long way.
Luckily,
It took for ages.
you see him come up again and shake his beard and hair, and he's just like,
He should be dead.
Christ!
He should be dead.
They're hardy
He was
folks.
flying.
Okay, right. Tentacle's gonna take another go. One sec. Let's see if I can get it free. Oh, God, you're lucky. The tentacle holds fast in the rigging. It tries to lash out at some of the crew, your crew, the ethereal crew. This is the tentacle that's stuck in your rigging now, in that of the clumsy goose.
Yep.
Tries to lash out at some of the ethereal crew, but as it does, it just whiffs, goes through them. Momentarily they sort of form into mist and then back in again as the tentacle passes harmlessly through. Sword, it is your go.
I'm going to pump the end of my musket, rapid fast,
Okay.
and then musket.
Just
shoot the
close range musket
Yeah.
shot.
Just
Okay.
point blank.
Roll to hit with advantage.
Okay, sure. Natural 1, so let's do that again.
Couple of those.
That's an 8, but it is plus 4, so 12.
You're so damn close, you can't help but hit it.
All right, sure. That is only 4 points of musket damage, however.
Why is that? Did you roll the damage?
I rolled d12 and got a 4.
Okay, right, okay.
Got a 3 plus 1.
Bam. Sword's
going,
musket goes
tentacle.
off on deck real close. You guys, your ears are ringing at this point. Sword's there looking.
Did I hit it? Hard to tell. So much smoke.
It is an absolute mess. Okay, right. Sword, do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back up or run back up the mast. Is it 30 feet up? Do you reckon? How tall is the mast?
I think you said 60 before.
60.
They are tall.
All right, I'm gonna be halfway up the mast then.
Okay, so you're climbing up the rigging, and you stop for a brief moment to catch your breath as you stand easily, your
Yeah,
feet attached,
sideways.
with your musket in hand, just taking in the battle.
Yeah, I'm
and,
actually turn around and like prepare my musket for another shot from this angle.
Okay, so when you're up there, you see that on a couple of the tentacles that are attacking the other ship have actually been hacked off now.
Oh, wow.
And there are large chunks and tips of tentacles now resting on the deck of this ship that is somehow still floating, still going. About a third of the crew looks to have been killed or maimed at this point. It's a complete sort
I
of...
do an awkward thumbs up to the captain over there.
He doesn't see that, but like he loves that in spirit. Yeah.
I call
Zooms
back.
out, a tiny little guy.
I call back to our lot.
Use blades, use whatever they're hacking off the limbs. Seems to be working for them.
Yeah. You know, and the concern in the eye of this great beast is continuing to grow as its body is starting to try and drag water through its system, but nothing's happening. The air is filling up its vents, and its body, the sort of the body part of it, seems to just be, as it tries to drag more water through and only drags in air, seems to be slowly inflating.
Oh. Oh shit. It's getting bigger.
It's gonna pop.
Titus, you're going.
It's like a balloon. He's like
So
Terrence.
Titus- He's like Terrence. They're all like Terrence. This is a world full of balloon animals, right? So Titus, you fired your acid arrow at this thing. You've seen sword blast a musket round into the tentacle. It's
tentacle's
looking
still
pretty
there.
beleaguered. It's looking a bit haggard. It's starting to have bits hang off of it.
I look over the ship to see how far away we are from the mouth and head of the beast.
50, 75 feet at most.
75 feet. I move my gaze towards its face and decide to fire a vicious fireball its way, which has a range of
120 feet?
Or
150 feet.
150 feet.
Very good. Yes.
So I'm gonna try and get it where it's just get it in the head, try and end it quickly.
So you're aiming for like the eye, or the head in general, that kind of area.
Eye, mouth. Maybe
You
mouth.
can't. You're side on to the mouth, so you can't really, without getting onto the other
We'll
ship.
go for the eye.
You couldn't get on
Eye of the
down.
beast.
Eye of the beast.
I'll try and make this quick, Garble. You're suffering.
What do you mean, little fish? And to everybody else, this is just like it's making this like foghorn sound noise of like, and it's sort of making the planks of the ship sort of shake with such force. Okay, so you fire a fireball.
I will fire my fireball. What do I do for that? Just literally roll.
Again, you have to roll. Oh no, it just does it, so it's just damage to whatever's in the area.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Well, it has to make a dexterity saving throw, which it fails
Oh, okay.
because it's attached
So it's
to a
full
ship and
damage.
it's
So
stuck above the
full
surface.
damage.
Like that, yeah.
Be at peace!
Wow, that was going.
That one was going, yeah. 32.
32.
32 damage. Okay, so I presume typically in the Imperial School of Wizardry, a bright streak would flash from your pointed finger to a point you choose, which then blossoms with a low roar into an explosion of flame. But with your more watery feel, how do you feel that would look?
It will look like a splash. It will be red splashing kind of orb that kind of grows out my finger and then kind of gets larger and larger as it grows into a ball.
So
And
almost
then-
like an acid ball.
Almost like an acid ball.
But red.
But it's red.
Yeah.
But it's growing and growing and growing to get bigger to then hold the pressure and then blasts away towards my target, which is near the eye, hopefully the eye. But
Bam!
Yeah.
Your fireball actually streaks towards the eye, flying out across the waves. Boom! It blossoms into this huge splashing red, fiery superheated water ball, and hits the creature in the eye, Garble, straight in the center of its eye, and the eye just gets fucked. Okay, right? It burns the living.
It smells like mushrooms.
It boils and burns in one instant. Its iris just and pupil just sort of frazzle at the edges. They melt, and the eye itself loses structure. The top of the white of the eye, or the yellowy white of the eye, droops as the pupil collapses, and you've blinded this creature in one of its eyes. It screams a mighty scream. To you, this is almost deafening. The amount of pain you put this huge creature
It's
in
gonna make me feel bad.
is unbelievable.
It's going to make me feel bad.
It retracts the tentacle off of one of the, several of the tentacles that are wrapped around the other ship.
Nice.
Retract into the water as it recoils in pain. The other ship, because of this now, sort of gets looser in the water, where it was almost held up and rigid by this giant creature. It now sort of splashes back down and regains its own buoyancy, and you see it rock as they're now free of its grip. And you hear a ha-ha! Now is the time to strike, my friends! And then once more, the cannons open up on the other ship. With the crews have recovered, they have a better firing angle, and now finally they can bring the full broadside to bear to fire into the mouth of this creature. As more and more it takes its strikes, it takes hits, and it just seems to be getting absolutely pummeled. It's now been maneuvered into a position where you can unload everything you've got. Who's wearing the captain's hat at this point?
No, it
wait.
came off.
I got it on still.
You've
Yeah.
got it on. Okay, Dinky Doinkers comes up to you. He's like, "Sir, cannon crews report optimal firing conditions. Would you like another broadside?"
Yes, hit it with all you got. It's us all it. Does that make sense?
Roger that.
It will,
Yeah,
kill,
I
it will,
think
it will
so, yeah.
kill and eat us if
Yeah.
we don't kill it.
It makes sense, yeah.
There was no reasoning with him. Don't feel sorry for him.
Very good,
He
sir.
didn't have a parent. No parents.
That's a little bit
His
bizarre.
name was Garble.
Was it an orphan?
I think he might have been an orphan.
No!
He had a very sad tone to his voice. Hit him with everything you've got!
After this scream happens and the tentacles retract, it's expelled a lot of its air. So it tries once again to, and the body swells to yet a larger size. The broadsides go off. Boom, 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 boom. 4 ethereal balls fly from the side of your ship. As in sync, the other ship also unleashes a bright flash. Yours is a bright green flash, theirs a bright orange. As in sync, cannonballs thunder into the body of this creature, down its throat from the other ship, and all along its side and along it, very much along this sort of big sack at the back. They land, and as those balls strike their targets, a huge rupturing sound occurs, and a gigantic boom, as the sack on the rear of this creature just explodes.
Fuck.
The
A
air,
shockwave.
the air that has been sucked into this creature's sort of ventricle sac, let's call it, ignites with the just sheer weight of cannon fire and gunpowder in the air. It's sucked in all of this gunpowder and it explodes, showering the area in meat. It begins to rain bits of giant octopus. There's a shockwave goes out across the water, and the smoke and clouds that have formed around the creature because of all the firing are pushed out in a shockwave, creating a clearing and a sudden peace as the creature slops, its body destroyed, its head floating on the surface of the water, its tentacles still sucking onto the ship, but no longer trying to do anything. You hear a cheer from the other ship. Oh yes, victory, my friends, victory!
I peel off some flesh to reveal my eyes.
As gently,
Oh, we did it!
it just starts to rain blood and flesh, just continuously. And Dinky Doinkers, his first mate, Loveboat John, comes out. John Loveboat. Oh, this is going to take some cleanup now, isn't it? And he starts just mopping. And that's where we'll stop the first part of session 4
Nice.
of Booty. This is the end of part 1. Part 2 will follow soon. Well done, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you in the next one, everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye for now.
Here we go. Well done. What a mess.
What a mess.
What a
A
mess.
glorious mess.
Anyone seen that happening? No. Or coming in any way?
Not the explosion of flesh.
Didn't expect to actually fight it.
No,
But then there was no reasoning with it.
there wasn't.
I will have that. Oh, I didn't try very hard.
Gargle of the deep. Garble of the deep.
Garble is no more.
Gobble back to the deep.
More like gargle.
Gargle,
Nice.
yeah, definitely. That was good.
Wonderful. Excellent.
What will happen
Is there
next?
a part 2?
Yep, we can do a bit more. Yeah, we'll
Okay,
do another bit
yes,
after
please.
this.
Okay, good.
Excellent.
Yeah, we can make this,
In
make
which,
this work.
in which case I will take a moment to say hello to our chat. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're all well. Did you enjoy our combat with a big beast of the deep?
I can do quite a lot then in that one.
Casper, our artist, is actually watching this.
Oh, nice.
Hello.
And Craig, if I send you an image,
Oh, no way. Has he made something?
he's made the boy in the hole.
Oh, the boy in the hole.
You might recognize the boy in the hole.
Yes.
I'm sending
How are you
Craig this
saying
on
it?
Discord.
Oh, on Discord.
It's
Right.
going to look like someone
Well,
we know.
while Craig has a look at that, let me read out some
amazing.
sublets. Thank you very much, Casper. It's much appreciated. Did I have? Oh, yeah, there
Appreciate
it
the
is.
forgiving nature for being able to lift an entire kraken with a spell.
I mean, technically, yeah, it doesn't say it
Well, it doesn't say,
in the rules
doesn't
that
say
there's
weight.
a limit. It's down to the DM's discretion.
But I think it made it a bit more
What's that, sorry?
to be able to lift a kraken with a spell.
I liked it. I like it. It's a
Yeah.
good idea. I mean, yeah, if it's willing, it doesn't seem that there's any weight requirements for water walking, and you've pushed it up onto
Oh my
the
god,
surface.
Yeah.
that's amazing.
What's that? Oh, you've seen it? I haven't seen it yet.
I'll bring it up.
Kevin,
Thank you to Elsif for resubbing for 56 months.
Thank you kindly.
And Snolty for gifting a sub. They've gifted 30 subs in total. Very
Thanks,
kind.
Snolty.
Thank you, Snolty. I'm going to go for a quick pee-pee.
Kapipi?
Ka-pee-pee.
A little cup-pee-pee.
Amazing.
We're halfway through at least. That was a bit
That's
longer.
right.
This next bit should be different.
Well, it's 4 now, so another hour would be good.
Yep.
Nice, nice,
You can just
nice.
mute your mic if you want.
Oh, if you could.
It's annoying because it's over here.
Maybe some cold drink.
Check.
Yeah, same.
Should we go get some
You
cold drink?
are. This
Yeah,
mic, I
there's
believe.
that shop over there. They have a fridge with soda.
Okay.
Check.
Might just go over there then.
I'll just double check before you do anything.
Do I need to... Can I just walk out here with this mic?
Check. Yeah, you're off.
Will it mess anything up if I walk out with the mic in my pocket? Or should I unplug it?
No, you should be fine. Do you want me to mute you?
No, I don't mind. Well, you could do, yeah. Just while I go out, grab a drink. Does anyone else want like a cold beverage?
Yeah, just get me one of whatever you get.
I'm gonna get actually hot piss.
You said cold piss.
I know. I changed my mind. No, it's fine, yeah. I'll grab something from there. Trod, do you want a cold drink? Cold drink.
Hopefully it's just me and Smith now. Check.
Hello.
Right, let me get this image up.
Are you craving a cold drink?
I've got one down here, thanks. Thank you very much, though. Thank you, sir.
Anything specific, or I'm just gonna go to that cafe across the way? That cafe is where you get the coffees from. Coke Zero, okay, cool.
Cold drink. So, yeah, what just happened then was, oh, here we go. He's not quite framed right.
Oh, is that showing up? Okay, of course it is. So I do that.
Someone needs to buy Kapipi a life jacket. That's why he's got Terrence, the self-inflating. Yeah, here you go. Here's Kevin, the boy in the portable hole. Casper just whipped this up live.
So good. Are my levels moving on that one? Check, check, check. So if you use the bottom right,
Kevin!
but there's two buttons on the bottom. You do the bottom right one to select channel 1,
I was very much hoping
and
that
then
you guys,
press the bottom left to
the guys
unmute.
would kept the
Hello.
Kevin in the hole, because I think it's hilarious to just have, because this is perfect. You could have a boy in a hole. Like,
It's ideal.
yeah,
as long as we're on the
it
ship,
can't
though.
die. Well, this is the thing though, like I'd be willing to almost bend the rules there, because this is like a pocket dimension, right? You're
Yeah.
essentially putting this thing in another dimension,
Yeah.
carrying it around, and then
Yeah.
opening up that dimension when you need to talk to it. Like,
As long as he stays in the hole.
as long as he stays in the hole, he
You
still
can pass
exists.
us things.
We can't take you out, mate. If we take you out, you'll cease existing.
That means we can load up that hole with shit.
Yeah.
That he just passes to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I love how he looks like Macaulay Culkin as
Yeah,
well.
because you know his character's called
Kevin
Kevin.
from
Yeah,
Home
yeah,
Alone.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's inspired. That's
It is inspired, yeah.
I love it.
And yeah, that is very much. He's been slapped so many times. The main reason you guys put the gloves on now is just to slap people. But yeah, that was a good fight. The guys managed to defeat the Kraken, or rather, the Kraken almost defeated itself through some circumstantial spell work. But that's how you do it. That's how you win in D&D, in my opinion.
Hell
You got
yeah.
to come up with clever spells, come up with unique uses for them, and you don't have to slog away at the goddamn thing's HP,
Indeed.
which it had a lot of. I wasn't quite sure how you were going to beat it with regular. I mean, the cannons were a big part of it. Firing the broadsides. You guys didn't seem that interested in the cannons.
I was. In my specific
You
little
were
cannon.
interested in the little nipper, definitely.
I want to make use of that.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that picture so much.
Boy in hole.
How did you whip that up so quickly?
AI.
That's AI, isn't it?
Casper's just an AI bot.
I wonder, hold on, let me do a quick simulator and see if I can do the same
There is
thing.
no chance you're going to get that level
Okay, right.
of specificity.
Here we
and
go.
style.
So,
Right, hopefully this button now turns it on and off. Good.
Wonderful.
God, so many steps just to turn layers on and off for companion.
If only I have VMix.
It's not so much the OBS issue, it's the companion.
hotkeys.
You having to go through and just, especially as I don't trust Toggle anymore, so I have 2 buttons per source.
Oh, I see.
Because the companion's a bit unreliable.
So we're having a quick break at the moment. Just gonna
Yeah, we'll be
waiting for Ross to grab us some drinks, and then we'll continue with the second part.
I'm probably
Where-
going to do a wee too.
You
get
get
to
wee
meet-
wee.
I'm going to do a wee
The
wee.
crew
I won't even mute either.
of the second
Now is a
ship.
great time to check out our 2 ongoing passive sponsors, Cyberpower UK and also NordVPN. Cyberpower UK, of course, is a UK-based PC building company. A lot of good pre-builds out there. You can also specify what you want. And if you don't really know what you want, they got a good service where you pick a device by game. So it's like, I definitely want to play Valorant, high spec. That'll configure a PC, different ranges of budget, that will definitely run Valorant, for example. And then if you're a super enthusiast, you can go to the Hyperliquid series of stuff where they have a pre-built water-cooled units, which are more expensive but are like top of the range. Beastly machines, all come pre-configured and assembled.
Would you prefer the lighting this week?
Yeah, the lighting is good this week. So Craig has tweaked the lighting a little bit to like make the background even darker and
Just
that's
a bit more contrasty.
bit
It's
more
less
contrasty. Yeah.
Anyway,
LOL. And then NordVPN, VPN service, virtual private
Check,
network.
check.
They're all the rage. And it allows you to access an encrypted version of the internet through an encrypted tunnel, allows you to access geo-restricted sites, like certain websites that are only available in certain countries. You can unlock that by spoofing that you're in that country and access different Netflix libraries, Amazon Prime libraries, and other things like that too. So check out NordVPN. We've got a deal through our link in chat. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Where did I get the shirt from?
Everyone.
This one is an ASOS shirt, actually. This one's All Saints. This is an ASOS, just cheap overlay. I wouldn't wear it as like a whole shirt.
No.
Have it as like a leg.
Well, it's like a shirt jacket, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. That's
This
very
one
nice.
looks like a piece of
I like it.
crockery.
That's nice.
Thanks.
It goes with the hair.
Goes with
Oh,
the hair.
I did some simulations on this bot thing, and no, it hasn't got anywhere near, but it
Yeah,
has
it
created some really cool images.
It creates awesome looking images, but asking for specific things, sometimes it doesn't know. It's not good with colors as well. If you specify like, I want an apple here that's green, I want an orange here that's blue, it will sometimes mix those two up or just make them both one color or whatever. Still though, what it can achieve is mind-blowing. If you're using DALL-E, well, Midjourney, you should honestly check out Midjourney because I think the images that come out are superior. You might be able to get more specific with DALL-E, but they come out a bit blurry and stuff.
Oh, what, is there another thing called DALL-E, is there?
DALL-E, DAL.E,
Oh, that's
like
clever.
Wall-E, which is another
Yeah.
AI bot.
This
They're
is something called, like Trot says, called Midjourney that's on Discord. Essentially, you interact with it via Discord. You have to
Yeah.
join the Midjourney Discord, and there are commands that essentially sends it to their rendering AI neural
Like a
network
neural
thing,
network farm.
and then it sends back whatever it creates back to you via Discord.
Yeah, it gives you 4 pictures, and then you can choose to like, I want variations of that picture, or I want to upscale that picture. You just keep going like that.
It's very cool, and I guarantee most
You'll
people
have
find it
some
very
fun with it.
addictive.
And also, it's all free use, so you can use all of those images wherever you want.
oh, did you manage to get one?
Oh, thank you.
Has he done
Yeah, yeah. Look at this
He
thing. I
didn't
was
get
just,
a good one.
just trying to
Well,
simulate.
one
This is like a
that's
look
good.
at this thing.
Oh, cool.
And like a squid emissary.
Yeah,
You know,
Man, the stuff that creates is incredible. It's nuts as well. It's nuts.
Nuts.
kind of do, yeah.
They're jumbo nuts.
KPPs.
Jumbo D's
Put
nuts.
some nuts in like a container of sorts.
We got cereal bowls.
We'll do it sort of.
I ate the M&Ms that were in here from last session. You think they were still good?
Yeah.
Do M&Ms go bad?
I mean,
No.
I think they'd be okay for the most part.
Do rats like M&Ms?
Probably, yeah.
Thank you.
Is anyone here in chat that's here for the first time watching like Booty? Are you jumping in at
Long
episode
time
4?
Have a quick wee and then I'm ready.
listeners.
Or is everyone
Just a
here
quick wee.
caught up?
All good.
Vaz DeRote watching for the first time today. Thanks, Vaz DeRote, for tuning in.
I hope you enjoy going back and catching up what happened before this.
Wait, how was there 2 Vaz DeRotes? Why didn't you have you didn't have your 10-month sub? You didn't know you do Vaz DeRote.
Weird.
Burger 007, nice, welcome. North Nogorth, first time watching it live.
Cool. Quite a few first timers. Good to see.
My first time, too.
Craig's first time.
God, I
Lovely.
love salted peanuts.
Yeah.
One of my favourite things. Peanuts have been a defining force in my life. Mostly because they land me in A&E because I'm allergic to them. Has anyone got an inhaler or an EpiPen? No, I do love peanuts though. God, peanut butter and banana and porridge. That's how I start most of my days. And it sets me off wonderfully.
You got to keep your body on edge, you know. You got to keep it fighting for its life every day. It should be thankful that it's even kicking. So that's where we are right now.
I'm used to it.
Craig's our permanent special guest. Says, will there be any special guest appearances throughout this campaign?
Sorry, what's
There
your-
could have been. There might
your
be.
name?
Probably
Oh,
not though.
You're Chris Trott. That's me.
Maybe in the future, one shots or like ongoing series, we can add some people in.
Right. It's
need
not I
another
don't
mic,
want
though.
them. It's more just
I was going to say,
I don't want the extra headache of working them into it.
at the moment, adding another person to the setup involves spending another 200 and 300 quid
Yeah.
on.
So obviously, like, even somebody asking about having a camera over to the top would involve us spending hundreds more on just,
Hey, have you guys seen our Patreon?
which yeah, like
Patreon.com/hatfilms.
We could have had an over-the-top shot, but it would mean this shot here isn't as clean. So like Ross says, it would be some rigging that goes all the way out of frame and then over the top.
Yeah, because it'll be in shot.
Snolty's asking if we can get a special appearance from Day Drinking Craig.
my mic's still off.
I'm on the holiday.
He's on his holidays. Where's his hat and his glasses and his pine?
I'm on holiday, Craig. I'll need to unmute Ross again.
Oh, I was gonna go.
Oh,
Me do it?
Oh. Oh, he went out all the way up to
which one he
the.
is.
Wow, nice one.
He is channel 2 on the one that's clipped to the handle underneath the mixer.
Ross, your mic's
That's
still
our
off.
mounting point for that one.
Okay.
It's this side. You'll see it just underneath. Look at the mixer, then go underneath the table. Yeah.
He's on his holidays.
So
If you'd like to
select
see Craig on his
channel 2
holidays,
and
there's
then-
a very good schlog that came out yesterday.
Monday and one was on Saturday.
Monday. A couple of those have Craig on his holidays in it.
There he
Both
is.
of which
Unmuted.
I think the
Have
hat
they all
made an
got
appearance.
REC
Test,
next
test,
to
hello.
them in red? Like all 4 mics recording.
Veal Eater Craig.
That's good. Check. Check.
Craig
God, these are
Frost's
good
real
little
deal.
devices.
The Craig Frost.
Why is there
real
always
veal.
a packet of crisps in between us?
You never know. You never
you're not
know when
gonna-
you might need some birds.
You're not going to eat them while we're doing
No,
it.
I'm not. I always think.
If you want to eat them, munch them now.
No, it's fine. I'll do it after as a treat.
Okay, everybody, we're getting ready for part 2 of today's session. Settle down now. Settle down.
down.
Settle down,
Take your
everybody. Get
seats.
settled.
Take your seats, please, everybody.
Oh, this is a
down.
bad time for my laptop screen to just stop working. Come on. Please.
Oh wow,
That's how the octopus sounded.
that's strong.
David
Okay.
Dickinson's Real Veal. What the fuck?
I need to add the notes of us exploding the octopus.
If chat wants to know where you can watch this live, it's on Twitch TV/hatfilms. There you go.
So they're watching it on here now,
Yeah, I know.
and you're telling them.
If you need to know where to go,
And that probably should come up.
I've
at the
had that
beginning of the
ready.
YouTube
I've
ones.
had that ready for like the outros or whatever, in case we say watch it live on.
I think that should be,
But
yeah.
we've not had it since. We've not said it since I put this button on there.
To be fair, you could probably mention it at the beginning, even though this is part 2 of episode 4.
Although we are always an episode behind on
True.
Twitch.
Twitch. We're an episode behind on Twitch.
No,
Who's
we're an
ahead
episode,
of us?
okay, on YouTube. So, for example, tonight, episode 3, part 1 is going out. But if you then decide you want to follow on from that, today's already been.
You need to
gone.
wait for part 2 first.
So
or
I'm
even on
saying
part
you're
2 on
best friends
Friday.
with Dylan Sprouse.
I met him once at the D&D event.
Oh, you're
and
really
he-
good friends then.
Yeah, I'm
Are you
huge fan
best
now.
friends? Can I get some peanuts, please?
Yeah.
Don't know, this laptop's literally just turned off and I don't know why.
He was a nice guy, Dylan Sprouse.
Is your
Did
charger
I meet
on?
Dylan Sprouse? Which one was the... What?
Would it fill a larger receptacle or?
He's the long flowing blonde hair. He would no, I don't think you were there at that D&D one. It was the first one,
Oh,
He's the
okay.
one with the supermodel
not the
girlfriend.
one in Seattle.
Wife.
Yes.
Nice.
He's also supermodel quality.
Was he?
It's true. But you're quite short.
What does that mean?
That's not really that's
Wow.
not famously a supermodel, is
No,
it?
it's true. It's true.
Like,
Model.
I
even
like
women are
how
like
outrageous
six,
that sounds.
6 foot plus.
Yeah, thank you. So like me and Ross would be like supermodel like quality, yeah.
Of course.
That's what I'm trying to get
But like
at.
maybe
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you,
Come on, we're supermodel.
maybe not Craig. Craig, how tall are
Maybe
you?
not me. Sorry?
Craig's
How tall are you, Craig?
6'8".
You're not 6'8". Also, that's not supermodel quality either. That's freakish.
Quality.
That's basketball player.
I'm 6 foot on the dot.
Well,
Last
You
time
might
I
make it
measured
in.
that, I might have like.
He's the perfect
that's-
man.
That's at the start of the day. Because you shrink throughout the day. Did you know that?
What, 'cause of
Yeah.
your
Have you
posture?
ever, if you measure yourself, you
bigger
shrink like
in the
a
morning
centimetre or
than I
so
am
throughout the
at
day.
work.
Craig,
It's the truth. Google it.
Is that
are you
spine
bigger in the
compression?
morning?
Yeah, because you grow in the night. What? It's true.
You don't grow in the night.
Is your plug on, Smith?
No, because you're flatter.
Yeah, the screen. Look, the
Like your
screen's
body
actually
stays
still on.
relaxed,
Okay, I
Just
just turned it off now.
Yeah, relaxed
I had
out.
the hard
So
quit.
your body, and then
Gravity takes its toll throughout the day.
Don't buy this Razer shit unless they sponsor us.
yeah, great laptop. So. No, honestly, only if they
pretty good.
sponsor us.
Okay, we're restarting. Booty's going to be ready momentarily.
We're going to do take 2 of that same episode.
Yeah, let's
We
do a
it
better
again.
one.
Let's do it better.
Yeah, let's roll differently.
Can you guys roll a bit better on this one, please?
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'll record this.
The magnets aren't working underneath the table.
Yeah, that was supposed to be an
There
actual
it is.
20. There. Oh, wait.
This
What
is
did you
not
roll
inside.
then?
I can't believe that.
Just a 20.
Nice.
You rolled a 20.
Yeah, just roll.
You lost it.
I'll do
Do
it
it
again,
again.
watch. Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
20. They can't see. It's too far
Yeah,
away.
it's
isn't
20.
it?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty remarkable you rolled a 20 the first time when you said that.
What are the
Let
chances?
me have a go.
I think you've rolled, what, 2 1s so far already, Chop?
That's a 20. I got
a
20 on a D6.
That's mad. What are the odds? Pretty long odds.
Pretty low.
Considering
It's like
Windows
1 in-
updates,
1 in
brilliant.
10.
I need to activate my fireball.
Oh yeah, make sure you've casted it so you run out of slots.
Yeah,
You've
I
got
did, yeah.
1 slot left.
Of those ones, and I've got 2 slots in my second level.
Did you do the walk on water one as well? Water walking?
Yes, we used it.
Oh, you used the free one. Yeah, that's
Can
right.
we
the
skip
freebie.
to episode 4 now? Don't do part. We're on. We just did episode 4.
So
didn't
it's
we?
episode 4, part 1 done,
Yeah. So then
and now episode 4, part 2.
it's very confusing.
All right then.
Right. I'm
Okay.
going to start rolling the backups.
Good shout. Is everyone still rolling on their thingy?
Hopefully.
Still double blues.
Double blues.
Yep.
I don't know if that means recording or I think one just means battery and the other means you're connected.
Connection, right?
This seems to be the only way to know if we're recording.
Nuts.
Trot's battery is lower than all of us. That's weird.
There's a lot of reds on that packet.
Yeah, it's not good for you, is it?
A lot of fat in those nuts. Big loads.
I've got fatty nuts too.
Did I use a spell? No. My
You
slots
did
is-
not. You did.
You used
Bardic
1 point of
Inspiration,
Bardic
yeah.
Inspiration.
Do I need to tick
Check
that?
that? Yeah. You can only do 3 a day.
Okay, start
I didn't use my D8 that you gave me.
Oh,
recording. Oh, is that worn off now?
It lasts for lasts an hour, I think.
But
so
the
even this
thing-
image of would be
That's awesome. One's coming from
Do you
the
want to
sky.
show it on the close-up cam?
oh the pink one. You could do, yeah. These are some of the. Just go on. I don't know what Discord messages pop up every now and then. There we go.
This is what AI bots can do. You just
That's
ask,
one.
what did you put?
This was a kraken rising above a pirate ship, and then there's a couple more. There's a similar variant there. Okay, and these were done in like with the 17th century style. This was sea monster rising above,
I like that one with a glow.
yeah, with a bit of glow. There's
It's
also
nuts.
I did some other styles.
Right.
Wow.
So there's now like
That's
on a
awesome.
tropical island pirate ship parked up.
I tried a few times to get it to do Kapipi.
Oh no,
What's with the block orange?
this one works quite
So
well.
they
With
said
what
he
we
had
just
like a
did.
red headband.
Very cool.
That was like a 17th century inspired battleship. What's this one? This is
Wow.
this thing is so addictive.
Yeah, I went photo real on that one.
Oh my god,
Whoa.
I used the tag photo real.
that's amazing. Photoreal. I was trying to use that one. This was again 17th century oil painting style
It's nuts.
of a pirate ship with the pretty much on fire.
This is Roman Reigns eating an ice cream as a baby. There you go.
That works pretty well.
Oh my god! And then here's some kind
That
of
one, I
inspirations
can't
of
believe
wizards
that one.
underwater, like casting spells.
nuts.
Is that like what
Look at
you
that
would?
one.
Is that what you would
really
look like?
cool.
I don't know. I was kind of trying to get an idea because there was another like a little chibi kind of 3D render version. These are all using Midjourney. It's impressive.
It was amazing.
Very impressive.
It's not an app, it's currently a Discord. So
Yeah, which is
you have to join the Midjourney Discord, and then it's using chat commands, and then it runs it, and then
Look at
sends
this
you the
one.
image.
I did one as like a
Oh,
technical
wow,
drawing
yeah.
of a wizard.
so cool.
Those technical drawing ones.
So because I think I've got the same thing that happened to you for when you type in Kraken as well. Because look at that. That's nuts.
That is awesome.
So there's like a Kraken in the sky, which is like just this very hyper detailed. There's a couple of variants there. It's just amazing. This app is just. Oh, there's another one. I mean, Jesus Christ! It's
just
just.
keep going. You see why it's
You can just keep
addictive.
going because it's just so addictive. It's like this. They're so cool. But
Creates such
it shows you
interesting
variants
detailed
like
images.
4 different variants, and you get to choose which one you like or you want to see in a higher quality or different versions of, and then you can kind of go from there. But
Sometimes it doesn't understand things like Winnie the Pooh is Godzilla destroying a city.
oh,
That's pretty much spot on.
I mean, it's pretty
The bottom
close.
left
But
one
if you
especially.
get close, it gets a bit weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything is like the detail. It's like a cursory glance looks right, but it can't do faces very well. I
this
think.
is. I typed in Mr. Meeseeks in a Star Wars style poster this morning,
so good.
and it did this. I think the 4. There it is. There's the 4 options it gave me.
That's awesome.
Mr. Meeseeks. But yeah, you can literally just put in anything and see what it comes up with, and it's just amazing.
They're very good for creative inspiration.
Yeah,
Exactly.
just
like
spur
Or
on an
styles.
idea.
Like that's Quentin Blake style. That's
Cool.
crazy. That was like a sea mer person, I think, put underwater.
Insane. Anyway,
Amazing. It's
addictive.
very addictive. Yeah, I can't stop doing it.
All right, I've been rolling. I'm just going to do some claps.
Just like stick that. It's a really good clap.
good clapper.
Agree.
Just really helps me find it on this
Long way from.
probably 4.5 hour long recording by the time we're done on these.
Okay, all right, we'll start again.
All right, we're going to come to.
Nice little 40-minute, Smith.
Yeah.
All right, one sec. Let me get the theme playing. What's up with this button?
Someone correct me on 17th century. No, I typed in 17th century. That's what it came up with.
Is this rolling on there? Check. Yep,
All good?
rolling. Yes.
Welcome back to session 4, part 2 of Booty High Seas Low Expectations. We've just fought a giant octopus / kraken, and it's now exploded and is raining meat all over the crew and ships involved in the fight. How do you guys feel?
Well,
Wet.
what a blessed day.
Extremely powerful.
Yeah.
I just killed a Kraken
We
essentially.
killed a kraken.
I did.
And we're sharing that joy with the ship that was being attacked and attacking it.
Exactly. So the ship that was engaged in a desperate grapple with the Kraken has now been released from its grip. Some of the tentacles of the great beast are still flopped over the deck, but this actually seems like they're more excited about that than anything. You can hear cheering, and already parts of the crew are getting to work hacking the tentacles apart, portioning it, cutting it up. From the rear of their ship, you can see somebody signaling a flag to your crew that sort of says, you know, requesting a meeting, essentially. There.
We got any response signal flags?
So up in the crow's nest there's a box that has several different response
I'll have a
flags.
look. I'll walk up the mast.
Yeah,
up and down
already
that
being
thing like a
halfway up the
yo-yo.
mask, sword easily climbs up into the crow's nest.
Right, what flags we got here?
Okay, and here you've
Can I beat him
got...
to it and just fire a shower of sparks into the air with like a big, like kind of pink and green?
I was going to say acid.
With minor illusion and prestidigitation combined, you shower some sparks above the top of the ship. They don't take that as any particular meaning.
Sorry about that. It's a meeting flag.
It was fun
Yeah.
today.
He waves the meeting flag. You've agreed to it. Do you want to go to their ship, or do you want them to come to yours?
You want to come to us, or we'll come to you?
They signal back, send boats.
God,
So
I haven't got a
basically,
flag for that.
if you row over with your rowboat, they'll haul you up the side.
Captain, tell the crew to prepare a rowboat for us.
Crew,
Yes, sir.
prepare a rowboat for us. Now,
Very good, sir.
We need to be careful, guys.
Prepare the rowboat.
Yeah, prepare that rowboat. We need to make sure that we did this. We stopped that crack from destroying them. And they owe us money.
Maybe you should stay on board,
Why?
because the crew can defend the ship.
Okay, that's true.
Or unless I can be captain.
That's true. I can get on the old crow's nest and
Here's
see
your
what's going on.
Here's the rifle.
We've
Yeah,
left
no,
the
I'm
ship
good with that.
before, yeah.
Take the
someone
shot.
on
But
it.
I'm just saying, we killed it.
Oh yeah, of course.
They should be in debt.
Oh
to
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, absolutely.
make that clear, Sword.
Oh, we'll be
Make
clear.
sure he does that.
It'll be clear.
Right,
It could be.
Okay.
I'm already
I'm
sat
gonna
in
go up
the
to Crow's
ship
Nest
on
and
the
watch
ready.
the souls unfold.
I'm ready to
with
be
a sniper
lowered
rifle.
down to
Good
row
luck.
you over.
All right, yeah. I'll hop in the rowboat with Kapipi.
Okay, you both jump in the rowboat. It lowers down into the sea, and you can easily row over to the other ship. Okay, as you approach the ship, you can see
You've got to do both at the same time.
We're
Otherwise,
going
keep
around in circles.
you go around in circles for a few minutes
Oh yeah, of course. There we go.
both.
until you eventually work out how to row.
I'm
You
confused.
row
Sorry
together,
about that.
strong strokes. You come up alongside this great ship. You can see a lot of it. You were already pretty close already, but yeah, it just confirms your suspicions. This ship is of unusually good and robust design. This isn't just a wooden trading ship. This isn't just, this isn't one of the traditional ships, the great ships of the line that the Empire uses. This is something special. This is a galleon in shape, which is the one on the right-hand side in the middle there. It's a galleon in shape, but it's been highly modified. They've used looks like iron to reinforce the hull. The masts around it uses a great deal more metal to make it more robust, more hard-wearing. They've clearly thought and designed this ship for close combat. There is pieces of tentacle and parts of the beast still draped over the ship. The head of the beast itself is slowly starting to sink down back down into the water. Blood from the great beast is filling the ocean around the ships. It's turning it a blackish sort of color, almost looks like an oil spill. As you approach the edge of the ship, you see the crew dressed largely in dark plate and leather, moving around, making repairs already, pulling in, reloading, cleaning weapons and cannons. This has many large, angry-looking cannons on the side. They're closing up the hatches and things now as you come alongside. They throw down lines to hook to your nose and tail of your rowboat, and on crane arms, pull you up even with the top deck. As your ship bumps to a stop at the top of the winch, you can step out of your ship easily onto the top deck. You are greeted amongst a very busy crew moving around all around them, not seemingly paying much attention to the captain himself. But there is a figure. As I say, it is an elf of average height and build with short blonde hair stained brown and black by the gunpowder and the fire of the battle. He's got a patch over one eye with a gem set in it. He wears long knee-length reddish-brown jacket with a piping, open with a torn-up dress shirt underneath that, a pair of close-fitting trousers over leather boots. At his hip is an elegantly curved blade with a gold handle and several wands sticking out of a leather pouch on his other hip. He approaches you and says, "Ah, my friends, please come aboard my ship. My name is Raffaello El Dotato, Mage Captain of the Order Destructus Monstarum. It is a pleasure to have you aboard. What may be your names?"
It's lovely to meet you. Who's acting as captain between us two at the moment? Is it you?
Neither.
Or has he kept the hat on?
I've got it on.
There, he's got the
You
hat
can
on.
be captains. I'm not
Nice to
really-
meet you. I am Kapipi. You may have heard of me. Sticky Mickey. Have you heard of?
Ah, maybe not. You need to visit the ports that I hail.
And this is.
Sword.
An honor to meet you, my friends.
All right.
It is fortuitous that you came in to help us when you
were having
did.
a bit of trouble there, weren't you, with that thing?
Oh, yes. Who wants calamari? Yes,
We
may
got
have-
plenty, mate! No,
It's still raining bits at this point as
Yeah.
well. Like, you know, occasional big chunks, like, and like the old seagull lands and starts picking at it and stuff like that. Yes, thank you for helping us take on this beastie. It seems we may have bitten off a bit more than we could chew this time.
Yeah. So let's talk business, shall we? Let's get down to
Straight to
the
it.
quick.
Oh, business, of course. Yes. What business do you have?
Well, the business of mercenary work. We like to roam around the seas, kind of like the Lobstrini, Free Navy.
Oh, I haven't come across them. They have a
you-
navy? Those little things?
Well, you'd be surprised how effective they are. Nevertheless, we roam around the seas looking for people in distress. We help them out, and they help us out at the end, you know?
Oh.
Monetarily.
Well, of
And it
course.
looks like you're well equipped here, seemingly wealthy.
Well, yes, of course. That is, you are well within your rights to ask for a share of the kill. Everybody on this ship shares in the kill that we make. Let me tell you a little bit about ourselves. We are of the order, like I say, of Monsterum Destructum. We get sent out. We come across the great Atlantic. We come from afar, from our great castle city by the sea. We sail out in search of great monsters to attack, destroy, and then harvest for their very rare and precious materials.
Monsterum.
Destruct them. We kill monsters.
Oh, I see. Latin.
Myself and my brethren, we spend years training in our city home, and as we progress, as we kill bigger and bigger things, as our ships take bigger and bigger prizes, we gain in fame and in rank until we are big enough to take the sacred run on the horn. We will.
Wow.
Run on the horn.
Well, you're lucky
Yes.
that you've got the most famous bard of all of this side of the Atlantic.
Oh,
Sticky Mickey.
You stop it.
No, I know,
Embarrasses
he's better
me.
than he seems.
Could you write a great song or story about this fortuitous day?
I have already started to think. I've got a hook for it. You know.
I would love to hear it.
He wouldn't finish his song, of course, without payment.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But we'll spread the good word through song and dance of your tales.
Oh, you like to dance? I like to dance. And he does a little, like, sprightly.
Oh, you're really
That's
good
lovely.
at that. Yeah.
Obviously, we do it better
with-
because we're paid.
Oh, who is that? What is your friend doing up in this crow's nest with that rifle?
Oh, he's just
he's just.
practicing.
He,
From
yeah.
afar, you see them, like...
He's keeping Overwatch. He's just
You can't
checking.
quite tell what they're saying, but they seem to be having a conversation.
I duck when they look at me.
Don't worry about him. You know, we just
He's just keeping us safe.
yeah.
As
keeping us-
as we say, we're just.
Oh,
out
very
to keep
sensible. You cannot be
safe.
too safe out here.
What do you do with the precious monsters that you harvest?
Oh, yes.
Do you
well,
sell them? Do you eat them? What is it?
We've been hunting this one for weeks.
Yeah?
We saw it destroy a ship or heard tales of it a
Yeah.
few weeks ago, and we've managed to engage and destroy it. It has many uses. Its meat is delicious. Its skin has special properties. Its suckers, they stick and they suck and they hold better than any glue.
Yeah, but what?
Most of all, its teeth. Its teeth can cut through any steel. And you can see, like, there's a gnome who's like managed to like stick like a peg into the forehead of the octopus now, and is dangling on a rope in front of its mouth, sort of like a climber who's like in a setup, and it's just chipping and pulling off teeth and putting it into a basket. Like, essentially the whole crew now have gone into harvest mode. They were in fighting mode, and they're all portioning up like bits of it, taking off the suckers. One of them's looking at the eye that Titus hit, and he's just looking at his crew, just shaking his head like, nah, it's fucked. It's totally fucked.
Seems like a well-oiled machine here.
Yes, these people that we have trained for years. We are at the peak of our game. We have trained for years in coastal things. We have fought little things. We have fought sharks. We have fought hippopotamus. But we have, yes.
What the hell is that?
It is it's a kind of a horse with big teeth that goes in the water.
Oh, you're just making stuff up now.
Aha.
Insane.
The things I have seen, you would not believe.
No, I don't.
So you said how like rare and everything this is. but
Yes.
What do you actually do with it now you've harvested it? Is there a buyer for this? Or?
We take it back to our great city by the sea, where the labs and technicians and engineers of our great city create incredible things. Our ship is made from this. The reason our ship is so advanced, so good at fighting this, is we take the things that we learn from our battles and we improve our fleet.
What's the name of this place?
The city by the sea. It's simply
That's
known as
literally
such. It's simply known by the city by the sea.
Thought about a name change there, because that could be anything.
How did it get
I will
that
talk to
name?
my superiors.
Where is it located? Is it by the sea?
It is across an Atlantic in the great Bay of Biscuits.
Bay of Biscuits.
Yes.
City by the sea.
Yes,
Right. Okay. Why is it called the Bay of Biscuits?
because it is a great curve, as if somebody has taken a bite out of a biscuit.
Right, okay.
And then made the earth. We are not good.
You're very imaginative.
We're not very good
No,
at
no,
naming
don't put
things, but we are
yourself
very good
down.
at
That's
killing
fine.
monsters.
That's fine. Yeah, you are. I don't know about you, Saul, but I'd rather take the money rather than just.
Yeah, you got any money?
Take our share of, because he said we could have a share of
Oh.
what we've got, but I reckon we give him it all.
How about, yeah, that's a fair point, Kapipi. We don't want to deprive you of your kill.
That's it.
As much as we had our famous wizard, who's up in the crow's nest right now, he's waving, look.
I look back up, duck in a little bit, and hello. I saw your fireball. It was very good.
You should have seen what he was doing underwater. You noticed that it came to the surface.
Yes, we did not know how that happened. We thought that some great chasm had opened beneath and forced it to the surface.
And I do believe, now mistake me if I'm wrong, I believe that may have turned the tide of
That
battle.
spell was instrumental in helping us to attack it from its weak points, yes.
So, like you say, a fair trade of the kill is something you would usually do. Obviously, we don't want to deprive you of all the calamari that you can possibly possess, and the skin, and the teeth. You can have the lot.
The suckers.
We'll walk away with none of that, but we'll take some coin.
And my friend, my accent just changed. Yes, let me talk to my quartermaster. And he like claps his hands, and like a huge bloke, like a massive bloke comes out of like, but he's got like his glasses on. He's got knives attached to his both biceps, and he's got a sort of big old chest that he comes out with. Puts it down onto the deck in front of him. Yes, my captain. What do you need? And he's like, okay. What do we think this kill might be worth? And he sort of looks at it, and he goes through, and he's like, yes, the suckers, the skin, the teeth, research costs. We can offer you, and he hands it over, and he's like, 5,000 gold sound enough?
Seems quite a modest amount. Wow!
Cool. Would that?
God, you're really pushing us.
Would that?
Oh my God, so much money.
No, but let's play it cool.
Oh yeah.
Cool, like we
Oh
get
yeah.
paid this all the time.
Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, we did save your lives and ship and everything. So that seems like a. Hey, what's Titus doing up
pointing
there?
up. Let's call it 5.5.
5,500 gold.
We reckon that's
Is the bare minimum
bare
we'd
minimum
up it by,
for
of course.
saving this many lives and ships
But
and
for
stuff.
you guys, we'll do a mates rates deal because we love
You.
what you do and everything you
yeah,
work
that.
for. We're going to spread the word.
It's
Through
at this point,
song.
Sword, you realise you're stood in what used to be one of his crewmates. Like your left boot, sort of there's a slight suctiony wet sound, and you look down, and one of the tentacles has just crushed a gnome. Just like it was a no,
Sword,
it was.
mate, just wanna make
It sort of
it
looks like somebody's put some like really wet meat in a crushed metal can, but like a body-sized can,
That is fucked up.
and it's pushed it into the deck, totally flat.
Absolutely disgusting. Don't make eye contact, baby. That's just.
Oh, I'm sorry. One of my brave crewmates is part of the ship now. Let me
Yeah.
get that off of you. And he pulls out a wand and just,
Cheers.
and then it just sizzles momentarily and then evaporates.
Sorry about
And your
it.
shoe is now clean.
That sucks, doesn't it?
Please, 6,000 gold for the for your honourable service.
6K. You get a song.
Song included.
Yes, and you promised to send my ship, the Firebird.
The Firebird.
What?
I'm going to call
Everything
the
rhymes
song-
with bird.
Yes.
Like word and
I'm going to call
Nerd.
this song
Yes.
Firebird.
Yeah, I will spread the legend of my ship and her crew all around the Thousand Teeth. Take this 6,000 gold. My friends, you have earned such a bounty, and we will take our huge trophy back to the city by the sea, and all will know our name there too.
Of course, Raffaello. Por favore.
Il dotato. It
Il
means the
dotato.
endowed.
Okay, I might leave that bit out of the song, but
Raffaello
Il dotato.
il dotato.
It's like potato, but with a D.
dotato.
so how have you been tracking down these valuable monsters anyway? Like,
Ah! We have a Beastmaster on board.
a Beastmaster.
Yes, it's a special kind of wizard that has an affinity with creatures.
Whoa. We could. No, I'm just thinking ahead for us. Don't worry. Can we meet him?
No, sadly, he was thrown a very long distance into the ocean. I'm not sure.
that was that guy.
He was a dwarf with
we
the
saw
axes,
him,
yes.
It looked like he had 4, but it was just him throwing them really
Double-headed, I think.
Yeah,
yes. Have you seen him?
He landed about over there.
Okay,
But
and
he
you
did
point.
pop up to the surface
Yeah.
and cough and stuff, so he's
He
alive.
was in the air a long time. We were
Okay.
really waiting
tell
for
you
that
what.
splash as well.
Renee, send out a ship and look for our Beastmaster, will you? And then in the background, somebody's like, "Yes, Captain,
He
I will
really
launch a
went
ship
for it.
now."
He
did.
went for it.
He
Bless
hit
him.
hard, belly flop.
He needs a promotion, that guy. He's a good jumper onto Krakener. Anyway,
Beastmaster.
yeah, we'll be done here, and we'll let you get on your way. City by the sea.
Very good.
We'll come visit
Bay
sometime.
biscuits.
Please do. It's quite the journey, but you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
Tell them of me, Raffaello il Dotato, and the Firebird, and they will know who you are. I will tell your story, my friends.
Please do.
Thank you. We'll sing about
Yeah.
yours.
Thank you.
Ha ha! Repair the rigging. Get the ship in good shape.
Yep.
Even with a third of the crew missing, there should be no problem. Scoop up the remnants. Watch out for the sharks.
He's in really good high spirits considering he lost a third of his crew.
I'm really wondering, like, the size of that kraken or whatever we're calling it. This
Gargoyle.
gargoyle.
Gargle of the deep. Garble of the deep.
The size of it compared to the size of his ship. Yet he's going to harvest it and fit it all on his ship.
He's going to take the good bits, right? I imagine the bad bits have already exploded.
This guy knows how to harvest.
He does.
It's just simple math.
Most of it is in the air.
Well, we'll just
Don't breathe too hard. There's a vaporous blood-like property to the air at the moment.
Yeah, it's gross. All right, we'll be on our way.
We'll just toss whatever's left on our ship into the water. You can collect it from there. How about that?
Of course, thank you very much. The quartermaster gives you a couple of big sacks of gold. You know, like one for you, and another 3,000
Jesus.
for you.
Our little ship's going to sink. Yeah, this is normal for us.
Here we go.
Really
I
normal.
sling it over like Santa with a sack and jingle my way to the rowboat.
Goodbye, my friends. May the mother of the sea look fondly upon you once again.
But
Yeah, likewise and all that. Bye.
And he just like gives you like a flourish and then turns and then walks away and starts ordering his crew around like
You there, clean up that body. Chuck that bucket of person over the side. Over here.
What an inspiring fella.
yeah, he seems very like he really enjoys his job, doesn't he?
I reckon like 2-3 hours of having him on board would be too much. You know?
It was nearly enough for me there. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
honest.
6K. Holy crap.
Do you know what? Sword?
Titus is going to blow his mind when we tell him we've got 4K.
He is very good.
okay, you get back to the ship. Titus, you see them with two big bags of gold getting hauled up on the side again, the ethereal crew. Bring the ship back up and onto the deck they lay these two
Look
big
at
bags
this.
of gold.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of gold. Isn't it?
200 gold.
That doesn't sound right or look right.
At least.
Right, I'm going to get my little servant to count it all. I'm going to get my, what's his name? Unseen servant. Unseen servant. I'm going to just kind of like wisp him up. Count all this for me, would you?
Okay. So they don't, obviously he's unseen, but what happens
I
is...
can't see him, but I'm just going to just,
Yeah,
there he is.
Yeah, so what happens to your eyes is that the gold starts to, one by one, drift out. What
the hell?
And it starts just creating stacks. On like a table gets dragged over. Over the
That's
deck.
fun, yep.
Just starts moving around. You guys don't see it.
Every coin.
And then a coin, clunk.
Come on, that's it, yeah.
Clunk.
One after the other. This could take a while.
All right, 6K.
This could take a
Jesus.
while. I don't care. He's going to count the whole lot.
6,000.
It's
He's going to count the whole. You can
All
count
right,
other
good.
things.
Yeah, sure.
You can make him clean things.
We've got
I know
love
we
good
have.
for that.
We've got great guys for it, but he's.
And they're
yeah,
already cleaning up. Quite
he's
nice.
going to count all this for us.
Crew.
Square it up.
Love good, Barry.
Oh, hey, mate, yeah.
Hello.
I don't know. I don't know how to speak,
right,
man. I can't even do it. Hello, my name's Barry Love Boat. You know that though, and
Yeah,
I'm just
we do,
trying
yeah.
to desperately hold on to my accent. But I may have to change it a little bit because I can't do this. I can't even do
Yeah,
it.
Barry. Yeah. No need to
I guess you're
explain.
gonna clean
yourself.
Existence is pain for a love boat.
Yeah,
that's
understood.
enough. Though
What can I help you
the
with?
mess.
The mess. Any good bits?
Why,
Toss
aye.
them overboard.
Actually, can we save a little bit? I'm hungry.
No, we can't.
I want a little bit, just
All right, take a look.
enough for a meal.
No
They won't
problem.
notice.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Any big bits, tentacles? We made a deal with the other ship that they can take it. We
So
got
the
paid.
only big bit you had the big bit that was stuck in your rigging
Got the
for a
stuck
bit.
tentacle, yeah.
But other than that, all you've got is like little bits
Flesh
of
pieces.
detritus and stuff that have like flecked down from the exploded body. It doesn't look like there's much of worth. There's definitely enough to have a little bit to eat. You want to try it?
Maybe we'll cook it up.
Do you want to do a bit of cooking?
That's what? Can I do that?
Just a bit of cooking.
Okay, so
warm things.
Barry goes downstairs, comes back up, and he brings out a full range grill.
Oh,
Okay, so
at
they're
this.
firing it up for you. This thing is wonderful. It's a fire pit with a grill over the top. They set up a little tripod for you, so you've got like a swing grill on top of it. They light it up, and then they've got lids and things if you need that. And so let's do a little bit of cooking. So you've got a couple of bits of meat here. You've got some
Yeah.
choice pieces. You've got a
Nice,
little bit
nice,
of
nice,
tentacle
nice.
that was chopped off. Another bit that
Got
was.
them in like disc slices.
You want to slice them up into discs?
Yeah.
Slice
Okay.
them up, yeah.
Sword, give me dexterity. You're chopping.
All right.
Chop good. You got a knife.
8 plus 1.
Okay, 9. He slices them up into loose, sort of burger flat
Okay.
bits. Chung, 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 chung.
Soldier style.
Soldier style patties, they're
blunt
calling
knife.
them. Titus, you're there and you're going to start doing the cooking.
Yeah,
All right.
Whack them on.
I want to give me an intelligence roll to test your cooking skills.
13 plus.
The main intelligence.
My main
4.
intelligence is 4.
Lovely. All right, they're sizzling nice. You've managed to get the heat nice and even. The plate's lovely. Do you want to dress them with anything? Is there anything
I'm
wrong?
gonna get a little bit of sauce, or maybe just like a little seasoning on the top.
Okay.
Salt and pepper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of
What
sauce
is
you
all
put
that
on it?
stuff you're putting on it?
It's
It's all coming out of his component pouch.
Salty,
Like
a bit of
sand,
soy.
like sand and
Bit of
dirt.
soy.
On there, yeah, or salty
all this-
flavours. It's gonna be tasty.
Weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be really tasty.
Not
It's
too
what we-
spicy.
No, no, no,
No?
no, 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 no.
You put
Just
spicy-
soy, mostly.
Sorry?
Just a bit of soy. We don't need to go too crazy with this. It's gonna taste great.
Sounds a bit
Have you ever had
spicy.
calamari before, or octopus of any kind?
No, I haven't. No.
Have you ever had turtle before? Oh my god, turtle's so yummy.
Turtle is
I love
nice.
eating turtle.
Yeah,
It's
I
one of my
love
favourite
turtle
A bit
too.
close to home.
Sometimes we
We're
cook them
completely
inside the shell,
different.
so it creates a nice steam effect, and then you kind of just
it's
empty the
lovely,
top,
innit?
slurp it all over. You get a nice sauce. And
Yeah, it's tasty as hell.
you've never had it?
No,
You're missing out. Anyway,
no.
Okay,
Calamari is
Kapipi,
good
you're on
second best.
buns and sundries. I want you to roll me a sleight of hand for dressing up the buns and slicing up the salad.
Okay.
So the crew is bringing up a few of the stores from downstairs in the cargo hold where you've got your long-lasting veggies and things like that.
That's an 18 plus what?
18 plus your sleight of hand. But I mean, you've already done very well, but let's see quite how
Plus
hard.
2. That's an unnatural 20.
Very good. Okay, Kapipi's whipping up a beautiful salad. Turtle loves salad,
love
so he's nice and crunchy, nice bits of greens, some radishes, some red cabbage. I mean, this is going to
I'm on the
be.
salad duty. Just tossing the salad over here.
He's tossing a
I
salad.
love the way you toss salad, Kapipi. It's incredible.
It's not my first time.
It doesn't look like it.
Okay, and finally, all together, I want you all to roll a d20 at once and tell me the combined number.
That was not
That's a
one.
14.
Oh, it
You're
was a
locked.
14. I got a 14 too. So
14,
28,
14, 11.
39.
Delicious. Okay, Titus, what are you calling this dish?
I am calling it Garble Delight.
Garble's delight.
Garble's Delight. What does it look like?
It's just some tasty, tender, white, smooth calamari discs with a nice soy over the middle, like very like drizzled over the top. Very freshly seasoned, and the salad's just
Lovely.
brushing the top there. What else did you make? What were you making?
I just randomly sliced.
You were just slicing.
He was just your
Yeah.
prep chef.
And it's all just it's all arrayed very nicely with steam.
Dinky
Can we eat
Doikis,
it yet?
Dinky Doikis is looking over like, oh, times like this, I wish I could eat, chew, or interact with the real world in any way.
Yeah, well you can't, mate.
Sad face.
I'm gonna take the hat off for a
I
second.
started stuffing
I'll
my
take the
face
hat off
to
for a second.
camera.
Let's eat.
Right, you guys spat everywhere then.
Hats off.
Hopefully that was on camera.
Yeah, hats off for this.
Hats off. Let's eat, guys. I'm
Right,
hungry.
they disappear. You guys are now, it's a quiet ship that's gently
peace.
rocking.
I'm
All you can
famished.
hear is the gulls squawking and squabbling over all of the meat. That's
tell you
everywhere.
You've got to eat quick.
As much as I really fucking hate those boys, I do love the crew.
Yeah.
They're
good
really
lads.
efficient.
They're
They're
good
good
lads.
boys and girls.
They'll never grow up though.
They'll never grow up.
Does that part of that make you sad or
Yeah, a bit
Quite
annoyed.
happy, eternal youth.
eternal youth?
Well, I
They're
tell an
the-
annoyance.
Yeah.
Kids just don't do what they're asked.
But does that mean you can treat them like adults?
No!
Of course not.
You put them in
you've
their
been
place.
You've been hitting one.
Well,
Wow.
you know, little nudges of encouragement, I call them.
Yeah.
How long do hobgoblins live? Surely not as old. So to him, to you, he might be like
never
old enough.
seen a hobgoblin die of old age. They've always died in combat. So I don't actually know how old I'm going to be.
Oh, fine. You don't know how. You don't talk
How
about
old
it.
am I gonna be?
Usually up to 60 years.
Yeah.
So a little bit less than
Wow.
human beings.
So our
So
average death rate is like 30.
30. It's deemed as dishonourable
We get
to live
enlisted
too much older.
hard.
Yeah.
Like, we always get put on the front lines because we're bigger than the goblins and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're over 30, you have to kind of live in shame.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't done much fighting, have you?
Grey beard.
Great beard. Yeah.
Okay, well, you have a delicious meal together. You'll get +5
amazing.
temporary hit points.
Plus what now?
+5 temporary hit
Oh,
points.
love. So
Where
if
do I
you click
put
your
that?
hit points at the
Yeah.
top right, you know when you heal yourself,
Oh yeah.
there should be a little temp if you click on it.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah, for
4,
five,
5.
innit?
Is this here? I've just
Nice.
done there.
That's yummy.
That's it. Yeah, you've done it.
I've done it.
Okay, well.
I think it's what
so-
Garble would have
Are we-
wanted.
So we eat
Garble?
this now.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, you're eating. You've eaten it.
Oh, okay.
Well,
What
you
do
can
need to
pretend. You
stuff
could.
it? Like,
What do you think of it?
oh, it's a bit spicy. What was that you put on it? Salt.
Oh, a little bit of salt in there. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Has anyone got a drink?
Oh, actually, no. I mean, I could purify.
You
it.
see
Pepper.
loads of water around you.
You put pepper. Oh, you ain't got any
A little bit
milk.
of pepper in there, yeah.
There's no milk.
There's no milk
milk.
for hundreds of miles.
Maybe you
Stuck
can milk
to my-
Terrence. You
It's
can
like
milk-
stuck to my throat
Can you milk Terrence?
as well.
Terrence
It's
a
like
milky man?
suckers.
All right, give me a
Is it?
constitution check.
He's got suckers.
Are we having different meals?
I think he is. I cooked that good.
I'm just used to like
15.
lettuce and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a 15 plus what most.
All right, you swallow it down. That's fine. Yeah, it's a bit odd. It sticks to the inside of your throat a little bit. This is the first time that Kapipi's eaten meat.
That's a acquired taste.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? It's really good.
Oh,
Similar to turtle, but
It's
not
more the-
as soft and
there's
supple.
Something about turtle. That really
Just melts in
makes
the
me-
mouth.
I'm hungry. I know we just
Yeah,
ate. I'm hungrier now.
frothing.
Just mentioning it.
spiciness.
Something odd starts to happen though. Kapipi seems to sort of swell a little bit, and Kapipi, you notice your throat feels a bit tight.
You're right.
Anyone else getting like
That's
this
it.
strangling feeling?
No,
That shell's
not at all.
looking tighter
Yeah.
than it's ever looked before. You
Are
look-
you-
I feel like,
is it in a large spell? I'll try and counter it somehow.
What's
Are you
happening?
enlarging?
no,
he
no, I
doesn't-
think
he
I'm
wouldn't know
all,
that spell.
I don't know if I'm all right.
Oh no, I think
Oh.
he's having an allergic reaction.
No, that wasn't me. That was
course.
Terrence. Terrence just deflated. Don't worry, that wasn't
Oh, he's all right. He's all right. It's all right. It was just Terrence getting a bit bloated. You gonna feed Terrence anything?
me. I don't know what he eats. What does Terrence eat?
I've already taken his plate because he's not finishing it. And
Okay.
I'm just tucking into
Stuffing
Kapipi's
it down.
plate.
Hey, give Terrence a little bit. He's not eating like
Right,
ever.
Terrence, come here, float over here.
He's going to inflate again.
Okay, Terrence is now floating in the air by his tail.
Here he comes.
What are you gonna feed him?
A bit of calamari
A bit of the meat.
with a lot of the soy and the salt and everything loaded on it.
Okay, good.
Oh, ravenous! It almost bit my finger off.
You see his little like mouth and like, his little rabbit mouth and
Kind
nose
of
just like,
cute.
quite quickly just processing it, gobbling it down.
What do you think?
And what you feel, he suddenly seems more buoyant. So there's a bit more of a
God's giving him
tug,
a bit of life. He's like really
and it's
tugging.
sort of it's
Heel
making
boy.
him have more lift basically. There's a bit more needs to be done.
Interesting. I'm going to give him a bit more.
Don't
he eats a
overfeed
bit
him.
more.
He will just keep eating.
His little
Please.
nose in his mouth goes again.
Please don't overfeed him. He'll become dependent.
And he sort of like gets a little bit bigger.
Does he look strained? Oh,
He doesn't
I
look
think
happy.
he's gonna go.
He doesn't look happy.
He's looking pretty
Please,
strained
no.
now.
I'll leave you with that, and I'm
Leave
gonna
him with
walk
it.
away.
Oh,
from
that
it.
is going to smell when he goes down.
So now you've got it's like attached to your lanyard, but your like rigging is like really quite pulled quite high.
Terrence, come down.
Because he's really like got a lot of lift at this point. Not so much that he can lift you off the ground, but it's noticeably more than his regular degree of flatulence.
Interesting. You know what? I'm saying this from a distance now because I
Yeah.
don't want him to like fart all over me. We can utilize this, you know, if we need a bit more buoyancy in a pinch, we should store some jerky or something for him.
All right, we'll keep a bit of this calamari aside.
Yeah, I
then,
will.
and,
I'll
but
dry it, cure it in the
No
sun.
more than 2 mouthfuls. All right, I don't want anything
yeah,
him to
big
get
mouthfuls.
unhappy.
Yeah, sure.
So
His tummy.
you're sort of far away from him now. He farts a little squit, and just a gout of flame fires out of his ass.
Oh my god.
Whoa! Like it's
Jesus, my eyebrows, eyebrows,
luckily you don't have any.
If I had any.
eyebrows. Oh, I didn't have any anyway.
You realise you panic for a moment because you think you've lost your eyebrows until you remember turtles don't have eyebrows, and it's like a real small but very concentrated, just like
Like a
like
thin
that.
flame.
Yeah,
Nice.
and a little bit of his buoyancy drops again.
Oh,
But yeah.
he's back to.
You think that maybe you could experiment with foods here, and it might have an effect.
This isn't over, Terence.
Right, well, we'll make sure every time we eat, we feed him a little something, and
Little
we'll learn,
something, yeah.
we'll learn
Just
about
learn.
him.
See what you can
To write it down.
poop out.
Yeah.
Flame this time. Calamari equal flame.
Okay, so the ship's sort of drifting at the moment. The anchor isn't down.
We're
It's
just
kind
chatting
of
over
bobbing
our meal
away.
at the moment.
The crew of the Clumsy Goose, aka the Fat Duck, which is what Mikkel Salgo knows as, remember, is cleaning up. They're swabbing the deck. They are getting everything in ship shape. The ship didn't take much damage in this fight, luckily, because the other ship was very much taking the brunt of it. So they repair the rigging, tighten up the stays, things like that.
Yeah.
Get everything ship shape, ready to set off again. The wind's still good, and you could, once you're ready, continue on to Gold Tooth Isle and to Gold Tooth Town itself. You're about 6 hours away, probably. It's quite late now. I mean, it started when this battle started. It was early evening. Now it's really getting quite dark. It's a full moon, however, so there's plenty of light, and the stars are coming out in abundance.
Put that back on. There it is.
Hello, sir. Very good. How was dinner?
Lovely. Oh,
Wonderful. We just didn't want to, you know, make you feel bad about
Really good,
us
yeah.
eating it and all that.
Oh no, that's fine. I had a great meal in nothing.
Massive heartburn.
you had a
Right.
great, what do you have?
Nothing.
You had nothing.
Yes.
Is that
Does
sarcasm?
that fill you up or?
Oh, I'm quite full, sir.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Good. Well, we should set sail.
Very good. Set sail.
Are we going to head towards Goldtooth Isle this time? We're going to actually see what we can
Well,
do
I've
over
been
there.
thinking,
Maybe we're not that
boys.
far away.
I've
Yeah,
been
go on.
thinking that was very profitable what we just did there, saving their
Beast
life.
hunting.
And you're very good at raising beasts from the sea.
Right,
What
yeah.
if we went round, like not necessarily now, but just in the future, we seem to have a set of skills here, finding ships, manufacturing them to be in danger.
Right, yeah.
We save
Oh, I
them
see.
Yeah.
for coin.
A
and
con.
Profit.
A
con.
A con.
A consistent
or
con.
Pull a consistent con.
consistent con, the long con, whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
fraud.
yeah, yeah.
Fraud. Yeah.
Because, 6K.
Well, we stumbled across that. I do wonder how they would have managed to get out of that.
They were
that
struggling.
situation. I mean, to even harvest a beast underwater is quite the task.
They'd already
Yeah.
lost a
And
third of their crew.
if
yeah.
I
As you guys are having this conversation, you hear a.
What was that?
What was that noise?
Sound like a hunt.
It sounds like something smacking into wood. So like something strong just wham, smacking
not
into
the
the side of
bloody-
the.
Does anyone see what that was?
Did we close the doors of the barn? I think we closed
Maybe
some.
not.
Maybe
What
the hatch.
is that?
Is there something on the hatch? What could it
Another
be?
one, getting closer this time.
I'm going to look over the side.
What is that?
What the heck
Why?
is
Towards
that
the noise.
Annoying.
So if you look
bloody
over,
noise.
so the side of the ship, it's the side that wasn't facing the big kraken. Okay, Sword, you look over the edge, and down below, looking up at you, is this very bedraggled, soaking wet dwarf with two axes, climbing up the side, using his axes to climb up
Whoa,
the outside
hold
of the
on!
hull.
Stop!
Wait.
Beastmaster,
All right.
we can just lift you up, mate. You don't have to damage our hull.
Oh,
putting
my
holes in it.
apologies. I didn't know where I was.
Just
I thought,
bob around.
You're also next to the rope ladder.
Oh, yes, I see that now. I had some sea water in my eyes. My apologies.
All right, well, come up the ladder then.
Put him up.
Up he gets. Oh, thank you very much. I'm sorry, I couldn't swim all the way to my ship. I'm not the strongest of swimmers, you see, with all this armour on.
Not a problem. I'm glad you're aboard.
Thank
we were
you
speaking
very
to your
much.
captain, Raffaello.
Oh, yes.
He's very happy with you. Looks like you're in for a promotion or something.
Did you see what I did?
Yeah, you leapt off and then you got kicked.
Did you see how far I soared?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
not
surprised
since
you're not
I
dead.
used a heavenly gate have I had such a trip.
Heavenly Gate?
Yes.
Talk about.
You've not used one of the way gates to travel before?
You know what? We actually have.
Oh,
So we are quite
quite
acquainted
recently,
with that. I
yeah.
didn't know they were called Heavenly Gates though.
Well, we have very many names for them depending on where you're from.
So there's one at the city by the sea.
There are many on my homeland, yes. We
Okay.
use them to travel great distances. It felt a little bit like being flung 300 feet by an octopus.
Yeah, well, like we said, we actually have done it, so unnecessary.
Okay, my name's Carl.
Hi, Carl.
Hi,
Hello,
Carl.
Carl. You got a
Whoa.
surname?
Just Carl.
Carl. Nice to meet
Carl,
you,
just
Carl.
Carl.
I'm happy with it. My parents were happy with it too.
I'm
Hey,
sure
Carl, do you
Yes.
know where the next beast might be?
Oh, I see what you're getting at. There are beasts aplenty in these waters. I had to kick off and talk to a couple of sharks myself. All the blood is attracting all kinds of things around here. But no, nothing as great as this. It would take me some time to create a ritual to find our next lead. This one took us several months of tracking. Only after we got a lead could we really locate it. But once we did, well, you see what happened. Very good magic, by the way. Were you the wizard responsible for that
Yes.
levitating trick?
Yes, it was me.
I'll have to remember that one.
Well, yeah, bring it above, suffocate it. Bam, bam, bam.
Masterful work,
Pop it in
masterful
the eye with a
work.
fireball.
The Beastmaster Guild of my homeland would be happy to have such wisdom as a part of it, I'm sure.
Nice, good, good.
Do you intend on visiting anytime soon?
Well, where is it? How far away?
Thousands of leagues across the sea.
But you went through a portal to. What
No, no, we sailed. I've been through portals on our homeland, but no, we made the great trip with the hopes of one day making the Horn. That would honour my
What
house
is this
greatly.
horn? Your captain mentioned it.
The Horn is a place in the centre of the great oceans where the currents converge. There you will find the greatest beasts of our world lying in wait for all those who hope to make a pass at the Horn. In its centre, a great mass of ships and crafts that have been destroyed over the millennia, piled high by the covetous beasties. Defeat one of these beasties, and your crew will receive a great boon. But looking around your ship, I think that may be beyond you somewhat at this point.
It's a bit harsh.
Well, we're not in a bigger ship.
No.
We had a ship which was like
What was
made
it
of
in?
iron and stuff.
It's
What
just
was
the
it?
assumption that we intended to go for it and like we were under
Wow,
equipped. We
just
weren't even
passing
thinking
by.
of
We were
it.
passing by and we just
Just passing by.
managed to kill the beast that you couldn't kill.
What of
Just
it?
saving you.
Oh, some attitude and some vigour. I
Yeah.
like it. We
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
where we come from.
You've got to have a
This-
bit of salt in your semen.
You've got to have a bit of salt in your blood and plenty semen abundant. Yes.
Well, this Heavenly Gate, you wouldn't happen to know the code of one of them on your city of the sea?
Oh,
Because it'd be
I
nice to
would-
visit.
I would not, but you could go and talk to any of those in the church that maintain the gates, and they'll be happy to give you the address. It is. I can't memorise such things, mate. I can barely read and write. I've worked with beasts my whole life.
God, it doesn't show.
Well, thank you. I
You're very
appreciate
eloquent
that.
and God
You
damn.
could write books.
Thank you. I hope one day to write a great almanac on the beasts of the sea.
What happened to your crew anyway? Like, would they not come back and find you? Or
I was thinking the same thing. No, well,
They're looking
we,
for
we,
you.
we have a certain resilience amongst our crew and a certain individual responsibility that we take as a matter of pride. They knew that if I was alive, would make my way back somehow.
so that's what you're going to do now. You're going to try and find your way back.
Oh, I just need a little breather. But it's been a pleasure to meet you all. And he slings his axes back on his
Oh,
back.
you don't need to go straight away.
Oh, we need to stay.
We've got some calamari.
We're heading to the Gold Tooth. Do you know the one?
Oh, of course, Gold Tooth Isle. Yes, yeah, we'll probably stop in there for refitting after this, I imagine.
Wonder if we could upgrade our ship and maybe check out this. You know, what did you call it?
The horn? I
The
want to
horn.
just check out the horn.
It sounds like something we could.
You
work
don't know what he
towards.
just said. There's
He
monsters.
listen,
Crash ships.
Yeah, but we've got Beastmaster.
we've got a Beastmaster.
If he wants to
If
stay
we
around.
stay, keep him here.
How much are they paying you on that other ship? Just out
Yeah,
of interest,
out
if
of
you don't mind me
curiosity.
asking.
Every member of every crew that sets sail from the city by the sea takes a share of whatever beast it destroys. I will be sharing in the plunder of this great beast that we have conquered here. I see, and he looks over to your bags of gold, that you may too have benefited from such a victory.
Oh, you finished counting. Nice.
And there's just
stacks.
stacks of gold on this table.
It was 6,000.
The unseen servant is
To the-
standing
to the-
there
to the
unseen.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't skim us. That's good.
Yeah,
Put
that's
it, put
nice.
it back in the bags with
Was it a good
Yeah,
meal you
one by
had?
one.
Oh, beautiful meal. We just had the one little slice fell off.
Help
They
yourself
said it
to
was
the
low
remainders.
It's a bit
He,
spicy,
he- he-
careful.
he shuffles over, looks at there's and puts a bit of the calamari in his mouth. He's like, "Oh yes, this is a succulent meal,
Oh, yes.
delicious,
Succulent meal.
juicy. I love what is that soy you've put on
A
it?
little bit of soy on there, just to give it a little bit of extra flavour.
Very good.
Saltiness, nice.
Carl gets 5 extra hit points. He writes that down.
Lovely. Good for you, Carl.
Oh, I feel full of vigor now. Anyway, I must away. And he walks up to the bow of your ship, whistles, and a big old shark just comes up in the front.
Whoa.
Its mouth full of bits of octopus. And he's just like chomping away, just looking up at him like a dog. Like, he's just like, okay, Sharky, here we go, mate. And he just leaps off the front of your ship, splushes down next to him, puts an arm around the dorsal fin, and as the shark kicks his way back, the dwarf's just shaking on the back of the shark all the way back to the boat. Bye!
Here, Beastmaster.
Oh, man.
Attempt the horn at your peril!
I think we could have kept. I mean, it would have been nice to have a Beastmaster. That's quite
Yeah,
useful.
I was hoping
thing.
we might be able to like entice them to stay with us.
Yeah.
But,
Well, there's still a chance. They
got a
say
map.
that they're going to have to
Refit.
restock and stuff and refit at Gold 2 style.
That's
We might
true.
be able to meet up with the crew there,
Maybe
have some
it's-
drinks.
the only issue
Yeah,
is when we go back to the Gold 2 file,
Yeah.
we're likely going to lose this ship to Mickle.
I think that's okay. Then we can get a bigger ship.
We've got 6k now.
got
Look how much
6K.
money
Plus,
we
how-
when we deliver that stuff. Remember that other contract we should be doing right now?
Do you remember how much we were going to receive from that
I
one?
think it was close to 5.
Off the top of my
Off
head.
the top of my head, I think it was close to 5.
How much
I
does
think it
a
was
sh-
about 825 gold left to pay, wasn't it? Was it 1600?
1,750 golds.
Yeah, but
total
we had
though,
half,
wasn't
it?
we had half
Total.
first
Quite
and then half after.
Exactly.
That's right, we got half
written
now.
down bloody somewhere.
And then also, how much is
Oh.
Mickle going to pay us to give his ship back? How much does that poster say?
Can't remember.
But there's money. We've got some money. We can always.
And how much does the
we can
ship
always just do a
cost?
bit of a deal.
I've never bought
I've
one.
never bought a ship.
I've never even
No,
looked at it on
I
the
don't
traders.
know.
We can certainly look in the market on Gold 2 tile. I reckon we're in a good position.
I think so. So maybe we should.
This
maybe
isn't
now
the
is
only
time to
magic
head-
ship on the market. Put it
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah,
I
maybe
reckon
it's
we
time
could get
to.
our own clumsy goose.
Yeah.
I hope so. I mean, like I say, I
miss
don't know
the
what
crew,
the going rate is. Do you reckon Mickle would been able to transfer the crew or something?
He
Ooh,
loves
I
this
don't know.
crew. I
He
mean,
does.
it's a very powerful spell or something that he's done on this crew.
I'll have to try and speak to Mickey on the Gold Tooth House. Should we head that way? Should we get the crew on the?
Let's get him going.
All right.
Yeah.
With the
Oh,
crew
wait, you
back
got
on.
to
Yes,
put,
sir.
put the hat back on.
I think the
The
hat's
hat
already
was
on,
still
isn't it?
on,
The hat's on.
It's already on.
All right,
Yeah.
Doinkers.
Yes, sir.
I think now's the time. We've just finished our kind of meandering around the ocean here.
Yes.
I think it's time to go to the Gold Tooth Isles and meet back up.
Ah, very good, sir.
Mickle.
Oh, I cannot wait to see Mickle's handsome face once more. The crew will be in good order, sir. Crew, make ready. We return to Goldtooth Town. Huzzah! And
town you'll never step on because you're stuck on the ship
we get to look at it. We get to look at it from the
from a
ship.
distance.
Oh, it'll be good to look at it again.
Yes.
And go over there. Anyway, that's enough reminiscing. And the crew bursts into life. They're moving. The sails come down, and you turn southeast. The wind fills your sails once more, and you are 6 hours away, and 1 evening sailing. I would perhaps suggest that you each bed down for the night in our luxury hammocks in the front of the ship, and we will wake you in the morn once we arrive at the Gold Tooth Isle.
Brilliant.
Wonderful.
I'm sleepy. I'm
Thank
sleepy.
you very
Yeah,
kindly.
yeah.
King.
I'm gonna get a bit of shut eye. Thank you.
After all these spells.
I can't
I'm
shut this eye.
exhausted.
No.
I don't know if you've noticed. Every time I blink, it's just a wink
Bit
because
of a
the
wink 'cause
scarred
the
one
others-
is
Yeah.
The eyelid's completely gone.
No, I know.
Sir, just one thing. Just make sure you try and sleep with the hat on. Yes, it's difficult to run the ship if you're.
Yeah. No, I'll keep it low on the face.
Very good, very good. That should work.
I hope
Should.
so.
We bloody well hope
I guess we
so.
won't know. We're stuck in the ocean in the middle, just drifting lazily, right? It's just listing lazily in the middle of
Indeed.
the ocean if I don't.
That's going to get us
Yeah.
in some trouble, sir. Well,
Yeah.
sleep well, gentlemen.
Night, Dinky.
See you in the morning.
Night, night.
Good night.
I just into my shell.
On the deck.
I'm there.
Roll.
Okay.
And that ends part 2 of session 4 of Booty, High Seas, Low Expectations. The crew now head finally for the Gold Tooth Isle, where they may or may not return the ship to Mikkel Salgo if they can find him. Join us again for another episode of Booty. Say goodbye, crew.
Goodbye.
crew.
Hey, if you want to join the crew live, you can always come to twitch.tv/hatfilms
Wow.
and see the episodes as they come out in their full form.
Indeed.
So please do that. Otherwise, thank you for watching us on YouTube. Thanks for liking and subbing, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Excellent.
Very good.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Nice little round off there.
That was good. Yeah, good round off then.
Yeah.
We're in a good position.
You are the ethereal children, chat. That's who you are. You exist only when we put the hat on.
You're all the little boys and girls of the crew.
That drop just forces you to load cannons. Get up! Come on! You scoundrel! Grow up!
Right.
He can't.
Oh, you'll never grow up.
He can't grow up.
You're in the you're all in
Yeah,
the
you're
portable
all
hole.
in the hole.
Love we have a boy in a hole.
We slap you down. Well, he's out of the hole now. He brought the potions up, bless him.
Well, we could technically keep him there. DM said that we could keep him in the hole and just he hands us things from the hole.
That's true, that's true.
And we just load it up with shit.
But we can only use that, I guess, on the ship.
No, he says that because of the.
Because it's a pocket dimension,
Oh, wow.
it
We
kind
could
of
steal them
cheats the magic.
Oh, amazing.
So you could steal Kevin and put him in a hole.
That's amazing.
He could be your
We
whole
can fit
body.
a couple in there.
He's our
Can they fill
whole
the
boy,
walls
yeah.
down there, or is it just like an open
How many
black
can fit in
space?
there?
It's a discussion
Very
for
hard
next
to
time.
describe. Yeah, it's a 10 by 10
if
by
we can
10
get him onto a new ship.
spherical or cylindrical field, I imagine. So no, it's pretty horrible being down there. Like the average humanoid would like struggle to maintain
Proper
sanity.
sleep deprivation.
Yeah,
tank
but these
style.
ethereal people, like it's a pretty strange state of affairs to be an ethereal crew. So no, they have like almost infinite resilience. So do what you want with Kevin in that hole is all I'm saying.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching us that joined us live. Much appreciated. Let's just double check the old stream elements. Let me refresh this real quick. Lovely.
Just a quick one. The temp hit points that we've added, how long do they last? Or is it just, it's there?
Until
forever?
what?
That's
Yeah.
there until you lose it, and it
then
won't come back again.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So it's like a little buff.
Like a buff.
Yeah, you basically have 5 hit points on top of your regular.
Nice.
So once they're gone, they're gone.
We got a Kraken today.
We killed a kraken. We
I
exploded
didn't
a kraken.
expect the Kraken to be fightable.
What a kraken time.
It was a cracking
But we
time.
somehow made that happen.
Yeah, well, Beefy other ship was helping as well. They were well versed in it. Nice. Thank you, Smith.
All right, thanks everybody. Good job. Did
Well,
well.
I guess we'll call it there, shall we?
Yep.
What are we going to call it?
Oh.
If for any reason you're watching this and haven't seen the previous episode,
Yes.
it's going to be out tonight on the Hat Films channel.
Episode
That'll
3,
be
Part 1,
Episode 3, Part 1.
with
in-
Part 2 coming on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's
Hopefully.
not edited, but hopefully it will
That'll be
the
that
aim.
version.
Try and
Yeah.
play catch up.
And then you'll be caught up, ready to watch this again next week. Wonderful. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for regular streams.
I think so, yes. We'll be in
Regular
the
gaming.
office trying to make that work
Yeah,
again.
probably more tech issues, not like Booty, which is a well-oiled machine at this point.
Yeah.
Thank you, Craig.
Even tidied the cables this week.
I
We
know,
just
it's
got
great.
Tripping over anything.
trunk of
Great
cables
cable
now.
tie do.
He's
Wonderful.
loving it. Cheers, Craig. Doing a good job.
All right. See you all soon. Thanks for watching.
Ta-ra for now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.